1-2 on the 1-2, 1-2 on the 1-2. How we doing, guys?
We're doing good, man. Happy Juneteenth. We were
Happy
recording this on
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Happy
Yes,
Juneteenth.
sir.
What are we talking
Yes,
about?
sir.
Y'all see what's on the shirt, man. Y'all see what's on the shirt, bro. We need to come up with like an introduction. You know how P be on numbers on the board be like, numbers on the board. Yes. We gotta figure out something, bro. Maybe we do like woo for the SOS.
For sure.
Let's do it. Shit.
We got a soundboard. You can use the soundboard, honestly.
I don't.
The Discord soundboard? Soundboard? No.
I don't have a. Discord soundboard.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey,
we'll figure it out though.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, bro. We'll figure it out. But
what y'all do for Juneteenth, bro? What y'all do for Juneteenth?
Bro, I am working. I am working. But I'm just doing work. I'm focused on the internship. Got an online class that I'm doing. I'm muscling the corner just doing my bed. Yeah, for sure.
For your master's program or like for
no to like graduate because I was able to walk the stage like for spring, but like to get my degree, I gotta finish like a class online.
They let you do that? That's out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hell nah.
Yeah, no, they let us like if they're like if you only need like 1 or 2 classes that you need to do in the spring or in the summer, like we'll let you walk in the spring, and then once you're done with the classes and officially graduated, we'll just mail you your degree.
That's real. I know a lot of people who have to do that.
Yeah, no, OU definitely clutch with that.
Yeah, my HBCU wasn't doing that.
At Albany State, bro. At Albany State, they messed up my brother to where they told him he could graduate at the end of the semester, and then I think like at the start of the semester it was like last minute, it was like, actually no, you kind of got to take one more class. So he was able to walk in the spring, but he had to take another class over the summer. But that's very common. At State, they be telling you like, yeah, like you can walk in the spring, but you have to take these classes in the summer to officially finish your degree.
Yeah, my school like not a real school for real. Like they be on some bullshit.
That is a fact.
Chill. You ain't never been there. Never mind. Just come in the yard, bro. Come in the yard. Just come in the yard.
All right, bro. Jay, we're gonna start off with the MLB segment, man. I seen you was sending like Shohei going crazy and everything, and you was talking about Freddie a lot, bro. What's going on in MLB?
Yeah, so first and foremost, the Dodgers have the best record in the MLB right now. They are looking to get a three-peat. That will be the first three-peat in the MLB since the Yankees did it at the turn of the century, 1999, 2000, 2001.
So they on some like Lakers shit.
On God, they're on some Lakers shit. They're basically on some Golden State Warriors shit if Golden State won in 2019. And not to say that the Dodgers are just gonna like win the World Series. Like it takes a lot to three-peat in any sport. We know this in the NBA. We haven't seen a three-peat since the 2000s Lakers. So I'm not gonna sit here and just crown them right away, but they got the best player in baseball. They still have, in my opinion, the best first baseman of all time, Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts is getting back into his stride. Like they look good.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna let you continue, but who can clip them niggas?
I was just about to ask that.
Atlanta could definitely clip them. And if they see, because they saw the Yankees in the World Series a couple years ago, and they gave them the belt. Aaron Judge is currently out right now.
Aaron Judge choked like a bitch in that series, ain't it?
For sure. But Aaron Judge is currently out right now. But Jazz Chisholm is balling. Like he just recently hit a home run with Aaron Judge's bat. Like that shit was kind of cold. I ain't gonna lie. Oh. But Aaron Judge is out 4 to 6 weeks. Like he's gonna be out for a minute.
What happened?
Like he injured his. I gotta double check this, but I'm pretty sure he like fractured his right.
Baseball season so damn long though.
Yeah, it's a
fracture some shit and you'll be straight,
bro. I ain't watched the game yet. I want to though. I just.
Yeah, he has a stress fracture in his right rib.
That's not bad though.
Yeah,
that's not bad though.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Like he'll be back in time for playoffs because All-Star Weekend for the MLB is July 12th to July 14th.
I heard they're changing the home run derby. Is that for this year or next year?
That's for next year. Okay. That's gonna be for next year. Because they put that change in place literally at the beginning of the year. Because the MLB, like they had like some stuff going on, like with like contracts.
Wasn't it the
That's a whole
player? Yeah, the
other.
player holdout.
Yeah, it's a whole,
I heard about that. I heard about that.
it's a whole deal. Like the owners are trying to put the salary cap because the Dodgers is be signing
Yeah, they
everybody, and there's
signed
basically no
everybody.
salary cap. There's basically no salary cap in baseball.
It's basically like before the NBA, implemented the second apron, but a little different though.
Basically,
It's like worse.
Yeah, so like that's why the Dodgers are trying to maximize what they could do right now, because once they implement that, which in my opinion they probably
They
will
are.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They need
that
to
like
though.
they definitely do need to.
What's some sleeper teams though? Like some teams like people ain't watching that could like not win the World Series, but like can make it interesting.
I say like a cool little sleeper team that that a lot of people aren't really paying attention to is the Padres. And the Phillies.
Tatis.
Tatis was on some ass shit though. He was on some ass shit earlier in the year, right?
Yeah, for sure. But he's getting into his stride, and the Phillies especially because I went and saw the Phillies and the Dodgers play. The Phillies actually beat them, like 4-3. Like Ohtani only was able to get was only able to get on base like one time. They beat them 4-3 in their park too. So if the Phillies can get into the playoffs and make some noise, they could really like do some damage.
Damn.
But like this is the perfect time to really get into baseball. Like for anybody that ain't really into baseball, like I know a lot of people watch the World Baseball Classic. A lot of people watch the World Series. This is the time to like
the
really
World
get
Baseball
into it.
Classic. I don't know if it was last year or like 2 years ago.
But
like,
USA and Japan?
It was last year.
Not the Classic. It was but it was a MLB game, and they had they played in some kind of field, and it was a walk off until like it's like a I don't want to say like a cornfield, but like it was in some kind of field. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I gotta re
I don't
get
know
my
if it was
memory
the
on
White.
that, but
It might have been the White Sox. I think who played it. I'm not sure.
No, I remember.
Here they like that be hard.
I remember when it was was it? I think that was 2 years ago when it was USA versus Japan in the championship.
Yeah, that was Ohtani and Yamamoto and everything. Yeah, for sure.
That shit was a classic. Like I have albums or like playlists I make on YouTube of like different stuff of like different full length sport games that are on YouTube, and I put that bitch on there because that shit was hard, bro. Like that's why I started to pay attention to baseball more so when like the playoffs come. Because I know like once October hit,
it was the Field of Dreams. It happened in 2021. It was against the White Sox and the Yankees. And Tim Anderson hit a walk off. That bit was hard. I ain't gonna count that. But I feel like baseball got like cinematic moments when they happen at the right time. I just think they happen like so far in between sometimes, bro. It's hard for like a regular person to watch it, bro. And it's a long game. I know they done made it faster, like the pitch clock and stuff like that, but just
okay, so what is y'all's favorite like baseball moment ever, like of all time?
Freddie Freeman's grand slam. Wow. and that was very recent. That was in 2024.
That was
but that is so far the first and only grand slam in World Series history, and it was a walk off. Well, it's the first ever walk off grand slam in World Series history, and like it's also really cool because Freddie Freeman's son was like born with like some defect like a few months before that.
Yeah, I remember that because he was out for a minute.
Yeah, he was out for a minute to go deal with that. And so he come in and again, like just crushes one, like to end the game, like in Dodger Park, like, and that was game one too. That really set the tone for the entire, like, and again, this is Dodgers versus Yankees. These are the two biggest markets in the sport. This is LA versus New York. So like the fact that he was able to get that off in game one, that set the tone for the entire series. Bro, I knew the Dodgers was gonna win that series. Like even before Aaron Judge started, choking, I was like, yeah, bro. Like they got all the momentum. Like he just hit a walk-off grand slam in the World Series. Like, please.
That's like some shit like what Cat say? This is what movies is made of.
This is what movies is made of.
That's some like movie shit right there.
Yeah, I say a close second is probably Derek Jeter's final hit, which was a walk-off single. Like it was a walk-off single to win the game. Like it was very, very storybook. It was very, very storybook because again, like Derek Jeter wasn't like known for just slamming balls out into the like he was an RBI guy. Like he was like I'm gonna get you home. And so for his final hit to basically be just a walk-off single to win his final game at Yankee Field, like that you can't go out greater for one of the best baseball players that generation has ever seen. So those are like my top two.
Yeah, mine would probably be the Field of Dreams. Cause like it wasn't it was in Iowa. It was just like the scenery at the game where you just literally playing in a field, and then for it to be a walk-off fight. And it was by Tim Anderson. I fool with Tim Anderson. He was like popping at that time.
Nah, he was hot. He was hot as shit. I remember hearing about him at that time.
Right, so that's probably it.
Mine is, bro, when the Toronto Blue Jays, and I forgot bro name, when he hit that home run in the playoffs.
Hit a bat in the bat.
Yeah, he stood
the bat
there.
Yeah, against the Rangers.
Flip that bitch.
Yeah, against the Rangers, bro.
I remember watching that bitch on SportsCenter that night, and I got goosebumps.
Yeah, bro. I got two teams, the Rangers and the Dodgers, for obvious reasons. I lived in both places. Like I lived in Texas, I lived in California.
Pick one.
If I had to pick one, I'd pick Rangers. I always really like the Rangers. Like the Dodgers are right here. They're like the big thing in LA along with the Lakers. Like so, I'll always go. And plus, Ohtani's right here, so I'll always go show love and whatever. Because nobody really cares about the Angels for real. They are the Clippers of the MLB. But they got a chip. They got a chip unlike the Clippers. They actually got a chip unlike the Bulls.
They had Shohei and Mike Trout.
They had Shohei and Mike Trout and didn't even make the playoffs.
And didn't make
the playoffs.
That's insane. That's crazy, bro. I don't
Again, for all my baseball people, bro, that's like having like LeBron and Steph and not making the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm not making that up. That's like having LeBron and Steph in their prime and not making the playoffs.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember because when I was young and I was like fake trying into baseball, I'm like I kind of like the Angels because I fuck with Mike Trout heavy and they had Shohei, but I obviously wasn't fucking with the game. Then I looked on the roster next time I Shohei time. I'm like, bro, these niggas ain't made the playoff shit, bro. I know Mike Trout was struggling with injury, but I remember when Mike Trout was on the field, nigga, he was hooping.
Yeah, he's still hooping. He's still hooping today.
Like, I'm like, bro, but they never, that shit.
That little toothpaste situation not hooping, but he hooping on the baseball field though.
He got toothpaste?
No, that little toothpaste thing, how he like brushes teeth. Y'all ain't see that video?
No, how he be brushing his teeth?
It was like on Twitter, bro.
You be brushing your teeth with him?
All right, bro. Move on to the next. Move on to the next topic, bro.
Skip. Crazy word. Yeah, next topic.
It's cool. We got a lot of pod left. Don't even worry about it.
You got a whole lot of.
Don't even worry about it.
It's actually Matt, bro. It's Matt, bro. It's your topic, your segment, man. Stay on that side, bro.
Stay on that side. All right, so let's stay on the side segment, man. Where we gonna see which side we stay on. So the Knicks just won the finals, right? Yeah. They won like last week. It's been a little minute. They had the parade yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a few days ago. It came out on Twitter where James Dolan told the team like, let's lock in for these like 10 weeks.
Yeah.
No sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my question is for y'all, if y'all could, I don't even want to say guarantee, if y'all could guarantee a spot in the NBA Finals, not win it, but a spot in the NBA Finals, and y'all got y'all old ladies, y'all significant others, would you give up sex for 10 weeks to guarantee a spot in the NBA Finals?
For sure.
Say nah.
For sure.
Yeah, I do it. I do it. I gotta think. Sure. I got
enough discipline. For NBA. The NBA Finals?
I didn't say you win it though. You just getting a shot at
niggas don't even be making it to the finals, bro. Chris Paul didn't make it to the finals till 2022. James Harden went to the finals in 2012. He went there in 2012 and ain't won back since. You telling me I can guarantee I'm gonna make that bitch, bro? I ain't even gotta win. Yes, I have the chance to win. That's enough for me, bro. Yes.
10 weeks. 10 weeks. No.
Yes.
Like,
I can't.
it's
I
not
promise you,
like,
I
bro,
can.
like, shorty there, she traveling with you on the road trips. Like, you see her every day type vibe. Like,
Sure.
10 weeks.
Okay,
10 weeks
look.
long. 10
Yeah,
weeks though.
yeah. I was about to say, look.
Li- li-
If I'm single, I could do that no problem. If I'm a single NBA player, I could do that no problem. I'm traveling by myself. If I got like a wife though, cause she got needs too. She got needs
Think
too.
about it.
Look, baby.
Tyson, think about it. Think about, bro.
Bro,
Y'all didn't. You
hey,
just played the.
I'm gonna
Listen, you just played the overtime game.
Yeah.
You done lost.
Yeah.
You probably like, dang, bro. I need to release the stress. You know what I'm saying?
I'm be like, hey, I'm good, baby. Hey, I put that order from Tokyo Valentino for your ass. You go ahead and deal with that.
Hey,
I'll say yes, only because I agree with Tyson on just like there are so many players that either only make the finals once and never get back, or don't make the finals, period. And like if I make the finals, then I got a chance to win. We just saw the finals, like before the finals, a lot of people, Matt, you in the minority on this, and you ended up being right. Kudos to you. But a lot of people had the Spurs winning, the finals, or a lot of people had the West winning the finals. Whoever made it out the West was going to win the finals. So the fact that you make it to the finals, we know that you have a chance. You know what I'm saying? We know that you have a chance. But at the end of the day, fam, like. That's gonna be tough though. 10 weeks is crazy.
It'll be tough.
That's a long
I ain't
time.
gonna cap, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't doing it 10 weeks, bro.
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Listen, I'm gonna be on my
crazy
KD
as
shit.
fuck.
I'm gonna be on my KD shit and just hop teams if I don't make the finals.
You're crazy as fuck. You're crazy.
KD done made it what 4-5 times.
I understand them.
You're crazy as fuck.
I understand
KD ain't been back since 2019.
And he got 3 rings though. I'm cool. And listen,
no,
and it's not even a guarantee.
You got two rings.
Listen, it ain't, bro. I can get to the finals. I've been going strong 10 weeks, and I get swept.
Bro,
I'm gonna be sick,
nigga. But it's the fact I'm guaranteed that short term fulfillment, all that shit, bruh. I don't care about nigga. And once them 10 weeks is up, nigga, I'm gonna be so mad if I get swept. Oh man, I'm taking your ass through there.
Hey, what's the 2 weeks up? Don't let me win. Don't let me win.
Hey, mark my word. Mark my word, bro. Mark my word, bro. In about 9-10 months, one of them Knicks players finna have a baby.
No, for sure. For sure. There will be a baby.
You seen the way Josh Hart was talking?
Oh yeah, no, Josh Hart is like for sure. Like, first of all, because it's Juneteenth, shout out to his black family. I did not know his family was black like that. I did not know his family was black like that.
Bruh, they got like a real life like nigga family. Like one son look like him, the other look like the moms. Like nigga, that's a nigga family, bro. They are.
Shout out to his black family. I love
seeing my light skinned brothers with dark skinned queens, man. Shout out to
fat,
bro. I for sure thought he got him one of these BBL white girls out here. Now I seen the family photos, his black family. That is what's up. Bro, shout out Josh Hart.
Shout out Josh Hart. Shout out Carney Towns and Jordan Woods. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? The Knicks might know something, bro.
They know little ball.
They know little ball,
bro. But yeah,
so y'all staying down for them 10 weeks is what I
for sure.
I'm gonna stay down. I understand not being able to though, especially if I got a wife like that's.
I got a girl. It's not
He's got a girl. I don't. So I get that.
I'm not running around with these Jezebels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running around with these Jezebels. I got a girl at home. You feel what I'm saying?
Even if I got a girl, nigga, hey baby, listen. If you know this color gonna lead to something, if you know just sleeping, that's me gonna lead to something. Hey, baby, take your ass to. Hey, I'll sleep on the couch. As a matter of fact, I'll get a blow up mattress.
I can't even.
I'm not sleeping on the damn couch.
Girl, you crazy?
I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping on the couch. Yeah, you crazy for that one.
No, I don't give a
After I just played this game, OT, all that. Yeah, I'm not sleeping on the couch.
At that point, Tyson, you ain't got no self control. If you can't even sleep with your girl,
no, I'm saying I can. But if I feel like it's that bad, bro, like we gonna act like nigga might not. Niggas young, bro. That testosterone might not spike one of them nights, bro. Act like niggas ain't never fought demons before in the middle of the night. Come on, bro. So like, if it feels like something like that, I'm a goddamn. All right, bet. Listen, hey, you got it. Hey, you got this shit on the damn couch. I promise you. Straight like that.
Yeah, no, like I said, I don't got no girl, so I feel like it'd be easier because I don't got a girl. I could just be in my own space. But like, if I had a woman, like she in my constant presence, she walking all around the hotel or in my house and shit, looking all good and shit. Like, I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna just say this and we can move on.
Mm-hmm.
I know all 15 of them players did not hold up to that team.
For sure, for sure. Especially niggas on the bench that barely played.
Tyler Kolek was getting some buns if he could.
Nigga,
for sure.
Dylan Jones looking around. He's like, man, fuck these niggas.
I'm not playing. Like what? Like
you telling me Huck Porty ain't getting none after game 3 when he checked in? That nigga did not think he was playing. Huck Porty went and got him some buns after that game, bro.
For sure. Look, the starting 5, I'll give y'all the benefit of the doubt. Like starting 5, the first like 6-7 dudes off the
up to probably like Deuce McBride probably. Cause who come out of the mid?
For sure.
You got Shammy,
you got Shammy,
Alvarado. So yeah, up to like Alvarado for sure.
Yeah, the rest of you niggas did not.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on this side though. I'm gonna stay on this side, bro. I want to have lasted. Y'all got it. Y'all go ahead and get that chance for a ring. I'm cool.
You got it, bro.
For sure.
So
I understand it though.
Yeah, I mean I get it, but So speaking of the finals, it was June 13th. So we about to be a week. I also did quick little plug. I just dropped a video on my YouTube on the finals and the Knicks different routes to get here. So y'all check that out. But finals ended, right? And I feel like last week we kind of talked about the finals because we were off the backs of the game 3,
it was off the bat of
game 4 and the big comeback and everything. So with the NBA finals over, I feel like we can talk about it in totality. Here's the way I like to do it, bro. I think we should start talking. Well, how do y'all want to play it? I like to start talking about the winner first, from the Knicks perspective, and then going to the Spurs, and you talk about everything with the series. But how do y'all want to play it? How y'all want to play it?
We could talk about the winner first. I'm all for giving the winner their flowers first and foremost.
Yeah. Okay. How we feeling about the Knicks, bro? How we feeling about the Knicks?
First off, I feel like I should start first because I was the only one in here who had the Knicks winning. I had them in 6. You know what I'm saying? But I doubted them too, and they proved me wrong.
So you ain't even run the Knicks for real.
Listen, I had them winning though. Y'all had them genuinely losing.
Hey! Before Matt get into it, he rooted for the Knicks because he was hate watching. Because
it was all
that's the only reason.
There was no analytics.
That's the only reason he rooted for the Knicks.
You yourselves, I'm going on my walk. You know what I'm saying? Of being correct and being a genius. You feel what I'm saying? So
allegedly, okay,
right? You feel me? For the Knicks to start the playoffs the way they did, being down 2-1 against Atlanta. Right, and then like flipping a switch where they won I think 13 straight games.
13.
They swept the next 2 rounds and it wasn't even close.
14 out of their last 15 games they won.
It wasn't even close, and then to go on the road where the defending champs just lost to this up and coming team with this 7-5 alien, right? And nobody thought the Knicks could win except I. And shout out my dog Adam. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out Adam.
And for them to win both of those games on the road, and I feel like they did it in adversity. I don't like to talk about refs, but reffing was a real thing in this series. It was not good officiating in the series. I can say on both sides, but I feel like it really wasn't good on the Knicks side. And then for them to go into New York with the magnitude of it being the first Knicks home game in the finals in 27 years, never winning in 50 years. You got the president of the United States in there. You got you got Celebrity Row, you got all these things, all these distractions, right? And to kind of just lay an egg, it was interesting, but to lose that game and then come back and be down 30 and potentially be going back to San Antonio 2-2 with all the momentum on the Spurs side to come back the way they did, man. It was just it was a season and it was a playoff run where it was I don't think any team in the West, and I'm a Thunder fan, the way it looked like for the Knicks, it was just a magical run.
Yeah, because it was just a year.
You know what I'm saying? You're a Wizards fan. Keep on. Get yourself again. Because
number one pick.
So I think it was just it was a magical run. I think, especially with the pressure of firing Tom Thibodeau after making the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
You have a new coach, Mike Brown, and it's kind of championship or bust because you was just right there. You know what I'm saying? You got this expensive roster where you gave up 5 first round picks from Mikal Bridges. You gave OG a bag. Cat got a bag. Your best player took a pay cut, and so there's pressure on him. Like, why would you take a pay cut? He's the best team, and you got people saying you can't win as a small guard as being your best player. Like, all these things against the Knicks where it was like, you gotta win or else. Like, and for them to do it in the fashion that they did, like, shout out to Knicks, man. Like, I think as NBA fans, we can all say, like, when the big market teams are good, like the New York Knicks, like the Lakers, or even like the Chicago Bulls, like when the big market teams are good, it makes the sport good. So that's my spill on the Knicks.
I mean,
I'm gonna let y'all talk about the Knicks.
Like I said, about 2026, 2029. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, DC.
In 2029, DC gonna have a top 5 pick again.
All right. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, all right. Hey, that's stay on that side podcast, y'all. We're gonna talk to y'all.
You feel me? And then we're gonna get into Spurs in a little bit. But y'all go ahead and y'all talk about how y'all was wrong and how I'm always right.
No. I'll say this.
Yes, I had a successful hate watch. I'm also put it out there. But I told y'all I like the Knicks, how they matched up against Spurs. I also said that. So let's not say it wasn't analyst based.
He did.
Not just all
I agree with you.
It was like 80% hate based. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Matt for doing that because he took the Knicks. He took the Knicks. I can't even blame that. What I think was most impressive about the Knicks in their run is a lot of people forget this, but when the Knicks lost last year and they fired Tibbs, like Tom Thibodeau, the way that he ran his lineups are very, very questionable. He had his stars playing hella minutes. They would be tired. They'd be beat down the hill. Like when the chips is down, especially in the Eastern Conference Finals, Eastern Conference semifinals, their players is basically battling injury and hobbling around. And when they fired Tibbs, they were on a coaching search for a long time. They was trying to get Dan Hurley. They was trying to get a whole bunch of people to try and coach the Knicks. And when they got Mike Brown, a lot of people thought that they quote unquote settled for Mike Brown.
Because, because like at that point, like Mike Brown was known as like the interim head coach guy. He not your forever guy.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Even before winning this chip, Mike Brown's resume is pretty good. It's a pretty good resume. He's been to the finals before. He's been to Eastern Conference Finals before. He's won chips as an assistant coach. So
like Mike Brown guy though.
Yeah, but as the lead guy,
he got the keys to the playoffs.
He got the keys. He got the keys. He got the keys to the playoffs. So, but them having to battle all that, and especially because the Knicks. While people looked at the Knicks during the regular season, they weren't really like the hot topic in the East. Like people was talking about Detroit, people was talking about Boston, how they was playing even without Jason Tatum for the majority of the year. They was talking about the Cavs, who, as we know, as soon as they got James Harden, I could tell like
the Magic.
He was going. Yeah, they was talking about the Magic. They was like the Knicks were kind of in the background a little bit. So like Matt said, to see them go on that dominant of a run, because we haven't seen a run that dominant to where they was just giving teams the belt. We have not seen that since the Warriors. We haven't really seen that since the Warriors was basically running through the Western Conference to where like nobody could really stop them. Outside of, again, they was down 2-1 to Atlanta. Take those 3 games away, they ran through the Eastern Conference. And I mean ran through them. So for them to be able to do that, and especially hearing all the noise going into the finals of people basically saying the Western Conference Finals was the finals, and for them to match up against the Spurs, not quit, because we'll get into the Spurs, but I know y'all have probably seen this graphic. The Spurs were leading about 70% of the finals. 72% of the finals. So for them to basically not give up, to not quit, to show that heart, to show that New York fire that they talk about, that grit and that grind, props to them. And Jalen Brunson, because I'm a Mavs fan, I'm really proud of Jalen Brunson for real, because like, again, like just like how Matt said, outside of Steph Curry, because Steph Curry, as we know, is like an anomaly, this league always has and always
not
will
even Steph,
be
bro, Steph is 6'3".
I'm gonna say he's even a little guard. Like Jalen Brunson generally like 5'11". They give him 6 foot because he's in the league, but he's like a real 5'11".
He's a real small guard. But like, yeah, like even as we know, like the NBA is a tall man's league. Like the NBA is built off the backs of wing players, and at a point in time was built off the backs of big men. And even now we're trending towards the league being built off of big men. Again with Victor Wembanyama, who even though he lost the series, I think he'll be fine in the long run. But
like Vic, you got the Thunder with their double big lineup, the Cavs with their double big lineup.
You still got Jokic.
Still got Jokic, you still got all those people. So, but at the end of the day, bro, to see the Knicks and to see Jalen Brunson, especially in Game 5, go off for 45 and close the series. He was like, I don't even need to take this shit back to New York. We are ending this shit on y'all home court. We are closing this shit out. We already took y'all hearts in Game 4. I'm finna close you out. I'm finna drop 45 on y'all, especially because for the majority of the series, even outside of crunch time, as I said in the last pod, Jalen Brunson was not shooting that good. Like he was not like when it became crunch time. Yeah, Jalen Brunson did what Jalen Brunson was going to do, but for the majority of the series, he was not shooting that good. But in Game 5, could not miss. Could not miss. So shout out to him. Shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns. Shout out to Jose Alvarado, who's from New York, so he's able to get a chip with his hometown squad. Shout out to all them boys, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, like. They did their thing. New York is going crazy right now. I'm going to New York next weekend. So, I have no doubt that the city will still be turned. But yeah, bro, like they really did their shit. Like I can't even say nothing. Like I think the Spurs will be good in the long run, but the Knicks really did their thing, bro. Shout out to them. Congratulations.
I'll say like for the Knicks kind of after they end up being able really once the Philly series hit, I think at the end of the series when they killed them boys like in Game 4, that's when you kind of started to realize like whatever the fuck is going on in New York right now is magical. Like it is special. And that was one thing going into the finals I took into account. That's why I had the Spurs in 7 because honestly, like from a talent standpoint, like it looked on paper as if the Knicks were outmatched, and there were certain things size whether they were going to struggle with. Of course, different things come into play, such as game plan, which I think Mike Brown had a phenomenal game plan. He outcoached Mitch Johnson as well. But
we gonna get to him. We gonna get to him too.
There was something very magical about the Knicks run where I'm coming in and I'm like, listen, bro. Last year, I made this mistake with the Pacers. The Pacers are playing some of their best basketball, the best basketball in the league. The Pacers and the Thunder were the top 2 teams going into the finals. And before this NBA Finals this year, the Knicks, the Celtics, and the Spurs, I believe, were the top 3 teams, like in a bunch of different stats in the NBA from a performance like level metric. And that's why I was like, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last year. And even though I am picking the Spurs because I genuinely can't go against what I believe is going to happen, I'm not going to sit up here and just say the Spurs are going to have a cakewalk. I'm not going to sit up here and say the Knicks, this is a series that I knew was going to be very close, and it wasn't close, but it was at the same time. And I feel like, I think 2 people deserve a lot of flowers. Mike Brown, first one. Mike Brown, from him to go from somebody who was a film room guy with the Denver Nuggets to Greg Popovich saying, hey, I want him on my squad, to him orchestrating or being a big part in orchestrating that 2003 Spurs thing, to him getting a shot with the Cavaliers, and I'm not going to say being unjustly fired, but like realistically, he didn't have the type of offensive mind that he has now, but he has a LeBron James, and what the fuck is he supposed to do with all them other guys? So then 2009 or 2010 comes, and they fire him, and they bring him back, but when they bring him back, he has a Kyrie Irving, but who else does he have? Anthony Bennett, Dion Waiters, like there's nobody, and then they fire him again, and he's like, okay, boom, so obviously I'm doing something wrong. He has stayed down, he worked, he goes to Golden State, he ends up getting 3 rings with them, and then he finally gets his chance in Sacramento, leads him to the playoffs for the first time in 16 years, and then gets slimed out because De'Aaron Fox got some issues. Because De'Aaron Fox got some issues, they having some disagreements, and the way that whole shit went down was weird. So for him to come to the Knicks, and he was who I wanted. Like, I remember when it was announced that Tom Thibodeau got fired, I was like, hey, Mike Brown would be the perfect coach for his team. Because when I saw that New York team, I'm like, defensively, they're going to be straight. Defensively, they have Mikal Bridges, they have Josh Hart, they have Mitch Robinson, they didn't have Jose, but they didn't have Jose, but they had OG, they had a bunch of capable defenders. They're going to be okay. But offensively, something has to change. They can't run this whole little Brunson, just dribbling for 1,000 times, no real movement. Karl-Anthony Towns over here sitting in the corner. You're not going to be able to run an effective offense like that. Mike Brown comes in and because at the start of the season, the Knicks were not looking good. But for Mike Brown to be willing to make all these changes to where in the playoffs, he like, oh shit, Karl-Anthony Towns, you can pass the ball a little bit. We're going to put you at the top of the key. We're going to let you make these decisions. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns, he started feeling himself. You see that? No, the funniest shit, bro, when they was against the Cavs, I don't even know if I can find the video, bro. He had one pass where he was dribbling, bro, and he tried to bounce past that bitch and look away, and that bitch went out of bounds. Like, he was feeling himself. But for
magic. Oh,
bro, yes, but for Mike Brown to really be able to unlock and through all the trial tribulations, the criticisms, and the different things he had to test to get there, it wasn't just something that was built overnight, bro. That was something that he really had to test to get there. He is truly a championship level head coach, like in all aspects of being a championship level head coach. And since we were just speaking of him, my second person is Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns played his ass off this entire playoffs. A guy who throughout his whole career had been labeled as soft, problematic. Jimmy Butler was right. Jimmy Butler this. Karl-Anthony Towns has these issues. He's a little sassy. He's a little zesty. This is why he can't do that. This is why he can't do this. He's kind of overrated. And then for him to go through all that stuff, bro, listen, Karl-Anthony Towns, 2020 hits. Both of his parents get sick, and his dad recovers. This man, Karl-Anthony Towns, is sitting up here in a full-on hazmat suit just so he can sit in the hospital next to his moms. And his moms is somebody who he was extremely close with. Like even reading the story damn near bring you to tears with like the type of relationship they had. And then she dies. And while all of this is happening, he's still having to hear all of this shit from the media. And then he turns around and loses 8 more family members and gets COVID-19 himself. Well, I don't even know if we can say that on YouTube, but he gets it himself. To persevere through all that, get traded to New York. And when he gets to New York, people are like, are y'all sure this is the nigga I want next to Brunson? Like, it's other options. KD? We don't want KD. Like, people
Giannis,
Giannis. It was people undercutting what Cat could bring, and for him to go out here and have the performance that we seen, bro, it's amazing. Obviously, you have to give flowers to Jalen Brunson. I mean, bro, listen. One thing I appreciate about Jalen Brunson, he didn't shoot well, but he had a short memory, bro. When it comes to the playoffs, I don't give a fuck about how well you're shooting, bro. If you are the star player and the number one player, this is the issue I kind of had with Hallie at times last postseason run. Bro, shoot that bitch. You're our best player. We're going to live or die behind whatever you end up doing. And we need you to just put that bitch in there. And Jalen Brunson did that. It was so refreshing to watch him do that, how creative he was at doing that. It didn't matter who he was on. Literally, some of his biggest shots in the series was on Wemby.
True.
And not just like shooting over him, which is already insane, but driving to the rim and using the backboard. Like, he got big shots over Wemby. So obviously the hard work that he has put in, that should be something that's recognized. OG Anunoby, Jesus Christ, like borderline all-star, all-star, all-NBA level performance in the NBA Finals, bro. They quite literally are not ending that series in 5 games without him.
They're not winning that series without him.
Quite literally, bro. He literally went that whole series not just shooting like an unbelievable amount, an unbelievable percentage from the field, but also like literally defensively guarding everybody. De'Aaron, okay, bring your ass here. Dylan got his shit off on him a couple of times. But okay, boom, bring your ass here. Okay, Wemby, man, they gotta guard you too. Like, it don't matter.
Castle, like, it don't matter,
Castle,
bro.
He was
Kawhi, man.
He was so impactful on all facets, on all aspects of the game, bro. The Knicks, even as if it was a magical run, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like, all the things they had to fight through, all the adversity, them taking advantage of all these opportunities, and just the way they were able to come together and win, man, that shit is special, bro. That shit is shit is special, man.
I think like like with it being like a magical range, you gotta have things go your right. I mean, like go the right way.
You
know what I'm
do.
saying? Like for the 76ers to knock out the Celtics in the first round,
And them
or
not just
like
have to see the Celtics in the second.
you know what I'm saying, and then like for somebody like Landry Shamet who was in the G League and couldn't play 2 years ago because of his defense, and to get playing time because of defense and running through every screen. Like the nigga was not conceding to a screen. He was going to go through you and fight over a screen. And then for him to be perfect, damn near perfect against the
From
Cavs
beyond,
shooting the
yeah, from
ball.
beyond the
You know
arc,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yes.
So like it was just a perfect storm. And I like what you said with Mike Brown and Cat being like the two best. Well, I ain't gonna say the best, the two most important people. Being like Mike Brown being okay with the criticism in the regular season, losing games, trying to figure stuff out. What works, what doesn't work. Karl Anthony Towns, making him the focal point on offense as the offense, but the way he just locked in on the defensive side of the ball for that playoff run,
Bro, there
it's crazy.
There was times when Wimby over here, Cat like, nigga, I'm right here. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? I'm right here.
Because in Kentucky, Cat was a defender. Cat was a defender when he was in Kentucky.
He was.
He got to the league and he got to Minnesota and became an offensive player. And when you're not winning, I genuinely don't feel like you really care about defense when you're not winning, right? So for him to become known as soft and not a good defender, for him to to pick up dumbass fouls, which he did still, but not to the level that he was doing before. For him just to lock in for 16 wins to win a championship the way he did, like
that. And my bad, Matt, because Cat went through more of like a fire when it came to like big men before he saw Wemby. Like Cat was going up against Jalen Johnson, who's not much of like a big man. He's more of a stretch four, but he's going up against Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu. Then he sees Embiid next round. He sees Embiid.
I'm not counting Embiid, bro. Embiid.
He saw Embiid, and then after that he had to deal with Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. So by the time he's seen Wemby, Wemby in my opinion is the best defensive player in basketball. But Wemby, as we know, is tall, lengthy. He's not really that big.
You can move him off his spot. For
you can move him off. Like it's much harder to move.
Take him off
it's much harder.
Dribble.
Yeah, it's much harder to move Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley off their spot than it is to move somebody off Wemby or than it is to move Wemby off his spot. And also, I want to throw this out there. Hot take: after this run, Mike Brown gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Mike Brown gonna be in the Hall of Fame. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. He's gonna be a Hall of Fame.
It's the basketball Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA. And even and just I wait because I think he's been on like some U.S. teams as like maybe an assistant coach on the USA team.
Yeah.
So he got medals. He got a championship as a head coach in New York for that matter of fact. And then he has like 3 with the Warriors. So yeah, he's probably a Hall of Fame coach.
Guaranteed.
I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's a Hall of Famer, especially after this.
But the Spurs, it was another side of the Spurs.
Ass shakers.
I think the experience really showed. I think they were slowly and surely they were proving that experience didn't matter. Each game they won, each round they advanced to, they were showing maybe experience doesn't matter if we're this good. And the NBA has been around for 78 years now. And sometimes you just can't overwrite history. Like in the finals, like the experience or the lack thereof really showed. And I feel like that's really the reason why. Outside of other players not performing the way they're supposed to, but just losing a 30-point lead, throwing the ball off your point guard's back, like just the inexperience of the head coach and the players is the reason why they lost the series. Like,
my fault. You can go ahead.
I think so. Like, I could generally go on like my, you know what I'm saying? I could pat myself on the back and talk as much shit as I want to. You know what I'm saying? Which I've done. But at the same time, like I think it was just the lack of experience, the lack of not knowing when to call a timeout when you done seen the team come back from 22 points in 7 minutes. Don't call a timeout when it's a single digit game. Call a timeout when they get to 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you I understand not wanting to not allowing the Knicks to put their defenders in and just telling them to run. But at the same time, Wemby's a great player. But in that situation, I'd rather you just drop a play. If he's that great of a player, he should be able to score on a set defense or a non-set defense because of a reason just like that. You know what I'm saying? So certain coaching decisions, certain mistakes that they made, and just a lack of experiences, I feel like the reason why they lost this championship. I'm not going to say that obviously be back because there's probably been teams we thought would be back and they didn't, but they for surely have the talent. They have the coach.
Depending on that new CBA too, they could have the. I don't know when this CBA is up.
For sure, De'Aaron Fox, if he doesn't go this year, he's going to have to get traded next year because Wemby gets a contract. Wemby's eligible for
they got to pay Wemby. They got to pay Castle,
and they're gonna start. They're gonna start to hear about that Dylan Harper.
Now in the next 3 years is Wemby this year. Like is Wemby this summer, then Castle, and then Harper. So the next 3 years you got to give max extensions. So next year Fox is going because Fox in the next. I think by the end of Fox contract he's gonna be making $60 million.
Yeah, he is.
That's
he is. Yeah, okay. That's the thing. That's also a topic for another day.
Also, I want to just put out here and then y'all can go. I understand the criticism that De'Aaron Fox has been getting, and people are saying that Dylan Harper is just so superior than him. But I also want to say, like, I feel like there's something to having a young guard come off the bench where it's not that much pressure because you have a lead guard in front of him. Like De'Aaron Fox, man, I had the numbers, or like by the end of the year, Dylan Harper might have looked like the better player. But being a top 2 pick and coming in with no pressure because you have a veteran point guard in front of you, I feel like says a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yes, De'Aaron Fox had a bad series, but at the same time, it allowed Dylan Harper to ease into the season. He didn't have the pressure of performing how a Cooper Flagg may have did because of the Lucas situation and being the number 1 pick. He was able just to coast and chill and figure it out, make mistakes and be okay because they had a lead guard in De'Aaron Fox. So I also want to put that out there about De'Aaron. Like he had a bad series, but I just don't think he's just this terrible player. And I'm gonna let Jay go ahead and get on De'Aaron ass because I know he's ready to.
Wait,
I wasn't even going. Go ahead, Tyson.
Because I'm a bump for De'Aaron a little bit. Like I'm gonna play devil's advocate. De'Aaron Fox played horrible. I'm not sitting up here and debating did he play horrible. He played horrible this season. He played horrible last series. But one thing I want people to realize is the fact that year 2, Stephon Castle and year 1, Dylan Harper had a combined 40 turnovers in the first 2 games versus the OKC Thunder. They had to put what's bro name, bro? The short light skinned ball dude on the team.
Jordan McLaughlin.
They had to put him in the game because they just needed some type of depth. And as soon as De'Aaron Fox came back, you saw the offense start to change. They were able to do stuff more. Everything became easier, which is what you would a guard to do. So even as bad as De'Aaron Fox did play, I do have to say, like, we can't just sit up here and say he has no value. And also, kind of to Matt's point, like, bruh, it's at the end of the game, yeah, okay, boom, put Dylan Harper in. But you got to think, bruh, Dylan Harper know he coming off the bench. He know De'Aaron Fox is Stephon Castle about to start off the game. It's way less pressure on him. It's easy to score. It's easier. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's easier to know you about to come in a game and they're looking at you to just kind of hoop and you have a little bit more free will and knowing that you have people who kind of already set the tone for you. It's easier to sit here and just go out and hoop versus a dude who knows he has to come out here and, you know, set the tone like they're kind of looking at him. Not to say like Dylan, to take away from anything Dylan Harper did and say it wasn't impressive and say that, you know, people shouldn't be on him because, hey, he was a rookie performing really well in the finals, and I do believe he should have been in them the last couple of minutes. But I remember when it was Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, and I remember OKC getting that ball a lot and coming up off of them niggas a whole lot, bro. So, yeah, man.
Look, okay. First and foremost, I wasn't even gonna get on De'Aaron Fox as much. I'm gonna get to him. I will get to him because everything y'all are saying is 1,000% true. There is value.
I already know who you finna talk about then.
Yeah, I'm
that boy Mitch
Johnson. Look,
that boy Mitch.
I can let me I'm gonna pick up the microphone for this one. I can give the young player, young team excuse because as we know, experience does matter. The Knicks were very, very experienced, like in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson had been in the playoffs. He's been in the Western Conference Finals with two different teams. Cat has been in the Western Conference Finals. OG Anunoby has been in was in the East with Toronto and with New York. He's been in the playoffs. So they've had guys who've been in the playoffs and went on deep playoff runs. Spurs hadn't had that yet. Cool, you got it. The players got that experience. Ms. Johnson found, like, I get it, you a young head coach. You have Greg Popovich on speed dial.
Bruh,
You
not even just on speed dial.
He in the next room over.
It's that simple for a girl.
He in the next room over.
Hey, Greg.
You have who I consider, I don't know where y'all got Pop. I consider Pop the greatest coach ever.
I do too.
You have the greatest coach ever in the same office as you. Yeah, it's either him or Phil for real. But you got the greatest coach ever basically in your back pocket. And like we said before, you led 72% of this finals. And I said this during Game 5. I said this during Game 5 when it was up a good amount, and they started doing the exact same thing they did in Game 4. Contested shot after contested shot after contested shot. Run a damn play. You have the tallest nigga in basketball on your team. Run a play to either get him open on a pick and roll, or get somebody open on a flare, or get somebody open in a corner. Champagne, Dylan Harper, somebody. Run a damn play, my guy. And if it's not falling, call a timeout. Get back to the drawing board. Like, it's just simple little mistakes that, yes, Mike Brown was showing how much more experience that he has over Ms. Johnson, because Mike Brown had been in the finals as both a head coach and an assistant coach. So I get that. But I'm not giving Ms. Johnson that excuse, because one, you was able to coach. You coached past who we consider the best team in basketball in the Thunder. Coming off of a chip, you was able to coach past them. You was able to adjust. You was able to do things. When Stephon Castle was turning the ball over like nobody's business, and Dylan Harper's turning the ball over like nobody's business, you was able to adjust. But when it came to the Knicks, he froze time and time again. They were pan over to the bench, and he's just sitting there looking like he doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm just like, fam, all these other young coaches, I will give them a pass. I'm not giving you a pass because you have Popovich on speed dial. You have somebody that has 5 rings and has been to multiple finals and has coached different variations of this team from the 1999 2000s with David Robinson and Tim Duncan, to the mid 2000s with Tony Parker and Manu, to the 2010s with Kawhi and all the boys. Like, he's seen every single iteration of what the Spurs have become now today. He built that. This is him. This is Greg Popovich's baby, basically. He even coached. He even coached Wemby for his first year. So I'm just like, it's frustrating because, like I said, bro, like, you have the one of the greatest basketball minds in your back pocket, and you're making these baby mistakes to where there's no way that us three can see that you should not be waiting until the league gets down to single digits to call a timeout. There's just no way. That's not even a rookie mistake. That's just like, you're just sitting there brain dead.
I think like you're right in what you're saying, but at the same time, G-Pop not on the sideline when it's happening. You feel what I'm saying?
Gave me a riddle from Dago. My fault.
You feel me? So like yeah, we could be in the film room all like 24/7, but I generally think, like, same thing with De'Aaron Fox when he took that layup instead of running the clock out. I genuinely think it's something to it when you're just watching a 30-point lead slip away, and it's like,
yeah,
you're dumbfounded. Like, genuinely, I'm literally like just watching my team just come, like, and yes, he should have called a timeout. And yeah, you got G-Pop and you got all these, and you got Sweeney, who's a head coach now. You have all these minds around you, but it's just like, I think in the moment, it's just like unfathomable because you were up 27 at halftime. It wasn't like you was up 30 in the first quarter and the Knicks got it down to 15. You was up 27 at halftime. So for you to come out at halftime and it's just like, dang, bro. Like, I mean,
I get that, but
like
again, they made the same mistakes
but
in Game 5. Like they was making the
and I
exact same mistakes.
I also think before Tyson go, I know he got someone in his mind, so
Mm.
I don't lose it. This wasn't just a Knicks thing.
For sure.
Even against the Thunder, they started off great dinner every game, and it was games where the Thunder came back, took the lead, won the game, or came back, took the lead, and the Spurs put it
Made
out.
it close. Mm-hmm.
Like they've had double digit leads in a lot of games and they gave it up. It just reared its ugly head because one, it was a 30-point lead and it was in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? But this wasn't like like I said, like the lack of experience showed. I think because they were just winning, it covered up a lot of the flaws. When you're winning, it covers up a lot of shit. And that's exactly what's going on. But when you like take a step back and look at it from a bigger perspective, a lot of the flaws and a lot of the reasons why they lost that championship, it was happening throughout the whole playoffs. They were just winning and it was masking it up. But Tyson, you go.
No, I was gonna say, bro, like I'm a big coaching guy. Like that's something I was getting on Mark from OKC asked about because there are a lot of coaching adjustments I feel like he should have made that he didn't make. It's the thing where it's like experience matters, and I do believe that, but there's just certain shit that I know. But I've been watching basketball for a long ass time. But my thing is, I've been watching basketball for a long ass time. I know this nigga has too. I knew
exactly.
Like I knew once the Knicks went on that, before they went on a 7-0 run, you can just tell when energy starts to shift. Then it should be like, hey, time out. All right, boom.
The Garden start rocking and get loud.
Yeah, I'm also really big on like plays and sets. There are a lot of, and I honestly don't know how the NBA is like this, but I remember one of the biggest things when the Lakers had Darvin Ham. One of my biggest things was like, bro, they don't run no plays, they don't run no sets. Niggas is just standing around. You get JJ Redick
playing basketball,
bro. JJ Redick like, oh, Luke Kennard, you can shoot. Oh, I'm actually about to use you like how the Clippers use me. I'm gonna let you be
exactly, and that's why Luke Kennard went out there.
I think it was a point in time. It was a point in time in the league where it was, I got this point guard who can get downhill.
For sure.
We about to run this pick and roll, or I got this shooter in the corner. I'm about to run this pick and roll. He got the help defender got to help because I can finish in the lane, and then I'm kicking it out to my corner guy. Like pick and roll became a heavy thing in the NBA. So there was no offense. It was the play was high screen pick and roll, and that's just gonna work off of that.
And that's the issue because I understand we have these star players. I understand we have these very talented players for shit, surely. But man, you have to give them looks. You have to make stuff easier from them. That's what we got on the Knicks about literally a year ago. And it was a lot of coaching. And yeah, it's experience, bro. Like that is certain stuff that you just learn and through experience. The more you go throughout coaching, you're just going to learn these different things. But at the same time, bro, I can't let you get off because it's just certain stuff, in my opinion, where you just have to like, hey, bro, like this is a recurring issue. This didn't happen really 2 series back to back, bro. Like we need to change something. We need to lock in. I need to start getting some easier looks for you guys. I need to recognize my players' strengths and weaknesses, and I need to set y'all up for success, set y'all up for failure. Okay, boom, Wemby. I know they're gonna keep on trying to drag y'all on the opposite end of the floor. I remember a year ago, every time the damn I think it was when the Thunder would try to attack Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe I'm thinking a couple years ago. Some teams would do the thing where when they try to attack one player, they'll just switch that player off and they'll have the nearest defender come up and take the whoever the ball handler is. So no, you can't attack my main guy who you want to attack. He's gonna keep on doing what he does, and now you got to deal with whoever the fuck this other dude is that I got on you to make life easier. That's the type of shit that comes with coaching. That is what real coaching is, and it was just kind of like painful to see. I hate seeing bad coaching because I'm watching and I'm literally watching. I'm like, bruh, like nigga, you're telling Wemby to go on the block and shoot a fadeaway. Wemby don't got no post game, bro. You over here trying to tell Stephon Castle to shoot some threes, bro. Stephon Castle is not that strong of a shooter. You giving Keldon Johnson the ball, and Keldon Johnson
been shaking ass all series.
Bruh, I don't cap, man. With Keldon Johnson, he plays so goddamn bad in the finals. I think if you swapped his brain with the dog might start mooing out this motherfucker, bro. It was that bad. It was that bad. Yo. That nigga, actually, that's, you know know what? That's what I got smoked for. Yeah, this nigga won 6 man of the year. He won 6 man of the year. And every time I seen this bitch ass nigga get the ball, this nigga gets the ball and he's just like he's a fucking bowling ball. Nigga, you trying to drive on Josh Hart. It's Josh Hart. You can't go downhill on Josh. Nigga, you trying to shoot. You can't shoot. You was shaking, and you would think with his build and his mobility and athleticism, he could be good. No, we getting shit off of you offensive. That nigga was as well. But it's recognizing all of these different things and knowing your players and setting them up for success. Especially when, like 12 years ago, we saw one of the most beautiful offenses the NBA has ever seen. Right back in San Antonio. We saw the ball movement. We saw, okay, Tim Duncan is old in the back half of his career. Manu Ginobili is old in the back half of his career. Tony Parker is old in the back half of his career. But, hey, we got this dude, Kawhi Leonard, and he's actually kind of nice. Boris Diaw, he's kind of old, but we know in that little mid-range area at them elbows, he gonna make them bitches. We got a young guy in Tiago Splitter who can defend the rim. This is how we setting up our offense and our defense. Real life coaching, real life putting your players in the best position to make plays and making it as easy on them as possible. That is what you're supposed to do as a coach. Amongst other things, he failed to do that. He failed at proper time management. He failed at situational awareness. He failed at knowing his players and what was going right for them, what was going wrong for them. There's no reason why you see Dylan Harper hooping throughout the entire game, and you're like, I gotta put my veteran guard in when your veteran guard is shooting tour dates. That's coaching. That is a lack of situational awareness and being stubborn and stuck in your ways. And yeah, you're going to be stubborn and stuck in your ways. He popped all that shit before Game 5. I promise you De'Aaron Fox going to have the ball in his hands before that. Okay, bet, bitch ass nigga. And now you got the New York Knicks over here celebrating on your home floor. How'd that feel?
Yeah, bro. I'm about to give me a second, bro. Before we move on, I'm about to get on De'Aaron Fox, bro, because we've been giving him the credit that, you know, I mean, we veteran guard, whatever.
I know what's coming.
Fuck all that.
When you get done, I do have a really good question though.
Go ahead, but fuck all that.
No. It has to come after you get done.
Yeah, that's cool. De'Aaron Fox, 4 years, 240 M's. Okay, that's his contract. I'm gonna read off this man's shooting splits from the finals. Game 1. 7 points, 3 for 13, 0 4 from 3. Game 2, his only good game, 20 points, 8 for 12, perfect from 3, 2 for 2. Game 3, 12 points, 4 for 14, 0 5 from 3. Game 4, 18 points. Might sound good, 6 for 16, 4 9 from 3. That was the game where he took that dumbass shot at the end. He heard it from the media, whatever. He was all smiles in the press conference, whatever. Game 5, for your life, 7 points. 3 of 15, 1 of 8 from 3.
With the worst finals moment we have ever seen.
My nigga, fam. Like, I get it. De'Aaron Fox hadn't been in that position. He'd only been in the first round with the Kings. I don't care. You have been in the league 9 years. You was 2023 clutch player of the year. You are, before this playoffs, you was considered either the second or third best player on the squad. You are the veteran. And you are shooting tour dates, fam. 3 of 15 on your home floor at home? 1 of 8 from 3 at home? My guy. Like, and again, like, and it wasn't just him, but he was one of the main culprits in both Game 4 and Game 5 when they was up big. And guess what De'Aaron Fox do? Get the ball, ISO dribble, whatever, get to his mid-range spot, Brick City. He get dribble at the 3-point line, Brick City. 1 of 8 from 3, gang. I get De'Aaron Fox not like this sharpshooter or nothing, but 1 for 8, my guy. Like, what is going on? And I'm not no Spurs fan, but they paying you over $200 million. You are the veteran. Your role is basically to slow down this offense to get a good shot, basically. And you are one of the prime suspects of just throwing up Brick City. Like, bro, like, it would get so infuriating. I would damn near have to turn the TV off because he would be shooting like complete garbage. And I know that, like, again, we just gotten off of how De'Aaron Fox can take off pressure from someone like Dylan Harper, but it's frustrating when you see De'Aaron Fox shooting like straight garbage, and then they put in Dylan Harper, and Dylan Harper is cooking. At a point in time, I'm like, yeah, like, hey, De'Aaron, I get we paying you 200 M's. Sit your ass on the bench, G. Like this nigga did, like Dylan Harper. Like it's especially frustrating because, like we said, bro, De'Aaron Fox, you are probably gone next year to make room for these contracts that the Spurs have to advocate for Wemby, for Castle, for Fox. If Fox is who we think he's going to be, it is his rookie year. I know we have a lot of hype around him. I like to really judge players after the second year once people got tape on them. But if Fox is who we think, if Dylan Harper is who we think he is, he's gonna get paid too. So De'Aaron Fox, this could have potentially been your one and only shot to get a ring, because you've been on the ass Kings for your entire career, basically, and then you finally get on the Spurs. You finally get an opportunity, and in Game 5 for your life, your star player was like, "Yeah, everybody knows we gonna come back 3 for 15, brother.
Everybody knows.
7 point.
Everybody, yeah, I think everybody knows.
7 points. 7 points, brother.
I think I fully agree. I fully agree with you, but as a Thunder fan, and I done seen a nigga in a do or die game take 2 shots. Nigga, I would have been happy if Chet went 3 for 15. Cause at least nigga, you tried. At least nigga, you tried.
No,
Chet took 2 shots.
I understand what you're saying.
Chet has the luxury of, yo, you a young player. Yeah, even though he has a ring, he really don't got that excuse.
No, he has a championship.
Yeah, he don't really got that.
He was a starting center on a championship team. Nigga was second in defensive player of the year. He was a third team All NBA player, All-Star. And we ain't talking about the Thunder, bro. All I'm saying
he wasn't on my third team.
Chet shook ass. I mean, De'Aaron Fox shook ass, but
Chet shook that.
Chet shook ass too.
No, they both shook ass. But all I'm saying is, I'd rather my player go out shooting 3 for 15 because at least he put up the shots. Like,
I agree.
At least the nigga didn't like get into his head like, damn, I might need to stop shooting. Keep shooting them bitches. You know what I'm saying?
No,
because that's what I want to Chet to do.
Pass the damn ball.
That's what I want to Chet to do. I want Chet to keep shooting.
In De'Aaron's case, it was more so like, bruh, I ain't mad at the mere fact that you shooting the ball. I'm mad at the fact that that everybody else out this motherfucker is aware, except for you, that it's just not your night to put that bitch in the hoop, bruh. You can't drive on nobody. You can't lay it. You can't shoot. You can't do shit. And the shots he was taking were bad shots.
Bad shots.
Like, it would have been a lose-lose though. Because okay, cool. He shoot 3 for 15. Say he shoot 3 for 6. Cool, he shoot 50%, and they still lose. De'Aaron, you get paid $200 to take 6 shots.
I mean, yeah, it is a lose-lose, but it's the decision making, though, bruh. It's not the fact he took 15 shots. It's the type of shot that he's taking, bruh. That game 4, he sold the Spurs. He single-handedly sold the series for the Spurs.
No, he did not. No, he didn't. No, he did not.
Matt,
I said, no, we're not gonna do this. He was about to move on. He was doing good. No, he was doing good. The nigga's a 90% free throw shooter. He's a 90% free throw shooter. He wouldn't miss 2 free throws in a row. They were up 30. Listen, that layup did not erase a 30-point lead.
It didn't, but they still. Matt, do you know the difference in going up for that layup versus it being 14 seconds left? No shot clock. No shot clock. We get to Nash dribble and we get to go to the free throw line again. Okay,
2 seconds,
bruh. I would rather him not take that layup, do the Nash dribble, because there is no singular point or angle you can come to justify that layup attempt. I would much rather him just not take the layup and do a Nash dribble and end up getting fouled and go to the free throw line than him take that layup and give the Knicks all the momentum.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Matt. Bro, we are taught back in church league to run the damn play. Like this is just IQ. This is just IQ. And on top of that, like how Tyson said, there is no real benefit to even taking a shot. Because even if you make that layup, you are still only up
three-point
over one
game.
possession. Yeah, it's a 3-point game. You're still only up
game.
one possession. So I might as well get fouled. I might as well get fouled and take the free points instead of going up against 6'8" OG Anunoby.
He's so.
I never once said it was a good shot. Dumbass decision. Yes, we all can agree. But that's not the reason they lost the game.
It's not the sole reason, but it is
Victor
even because through all that shit that you mentioned, through all that shit that you mentioned, they still could have won.
Listen, Vic was, bro, niggas a 90% free throw shooter. He goes to the free throw line and misses both 2 in a row.
Yes.
Y'all are up 30.
Yes.
Y'all proactively let the lead even get to a 1-point game.
Yes.
Before that happened.
Correct.
And then y'all been talking about Miss Johnson. They get a tip in because y'all don't box out. Because y'all decide to try to go for a double team with the tallest player not in the paint to try to get a rebound.
Yes.
That's coaching.
But Matt,
and then after that, you have time left on the clock. You get the ball at half court and you run a bullshit ass play and didn't even get a shot up. Again, coaching. Yes, that play was a bad play, dumbass play. But the way we see them shaking ass in that game, there is no guarantee that he gets to the free throw line and make them free throws.
No, that's a fact. There is no guarantee.
And then the way OG was coming, De'Aaron would have took what? 2 more seconds off?
Nigga, I'd rather him just
dribble. Those 2 seconds are valuable.
Those 2 seconds are valuable. Because you named all of that stuff that happened before that layup took place. All of that bullshit that happened, and they were still winning the game.
No,
that's the craziest. That's the craziest part about it.
The tip in, and the timeout call was after the fact.
I'm not talking about the tip in. I'm talking about everything that happened before then. The rebound, the missed free throws, all of that shit that was happening before then, and you're still up by 1. There's nothing that justifies him taking that layup. That moment right there is something that even if I had my 8-year-old niece out there on the motherfucking court with 14 seconds left to go, she ain't going up for no damn layup.
I'm telling you, bro, that's church league IQ, bro.
All I'm saying is that's not the reason they lost.
I'm not saying it's the only reason, but I do think that is in my opinion, I view it as the most significant reason as to why they lost.
Man, De'Aaron Fox was already on my shit list after Game 4. He's on my super shit list after Game 5, bro. Like he just.
I don't believe it.
Tyson?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna circle back to it because I really want to get to this. I do want to get some draft talk in, and I do want to get some like rumors and stuff in as well. So the Chicago Bulls, they hired Tiago Splitter. I've heard some good things about Tiago Splitter. He kind of got hoed over there in Portland. I don't know if y'all have any like big significant opinions about that hire or anything.
I mean, like, I think he did a good job at Portland, especially with what Portland had going on with the Chauncey Billups situation. Like,
I didn't realize Chauncey got fired 2 games into the season.
Yeah, no, that happened like early in the season.
I
didn't
realize it was that quick.
Yeah, so to be able to come in with all that turmoil, you got the number 2, you got the number 2 pick from a couple years ago in Scoot Henderson, who we know still had a lot of hype behind Victor Wembanyama. To be able to really get a good amount out of him, because Scoot had like a 30-point game in the playoffs. A lot of people forget against Vic. Up. Yeah, so to be able to get what he got out of this Portland squad, this young Portland squad, who is going to get Dame back, and I know that Dame is not going to be the same Dame that we've seen over the past like decade, but to have that veteran leadership and to have him be able to come in and help out this young team and help them grow, I think he did a tremendous job, especially for year 1. But I think that Tiago Splitter is going to be, from what I've seen, I think he's going to be a decent coach, or at the very least have a solid start in the NBA. Of course, like we see coaches kind of fall off from, going from really highs to real lows, but I think he's seen a lot of basketball. He's played in the finals. If for some reason y'all don't know who Tiago Splitter is, LeBron James like sent his shot at the rim in 2013 or whatever. That's how I know about. Yeah, that's how I know about Tiago Splitter.
He lost the head on him.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I know about Tiago Splitter. But to my point is he's seen a lot of basketball and he's been around a lot of great minds in basketball. So
he's also really very well liked by players around the league from what I've heard, and he's really good with player development. But you can go ahead, Matt.
I think for one, like everything y'all both said, especially like with how he became the coach for the Blazers, and just like the drama and turmoil that he had, then for them to, you know, get into the season, people aren't talking about it anymore. To get a new owner when the playoffs become, and then the playoffs were not getting T-shirts, and the owner wants a head coach for $1 million, and all this extra stuff that's happening while they're playing. For them to even be competitive against the Spurs in the first round was credit to the players and credit to Thiago. I think for the Bulls and like where they're going as a rebuild team, you bring in a GM that not a lot of people heard of, a young GM, right? And you're bringing in I would say I don't want to say unproven, but a coach who it's his team. Like Thiago did not go into last season as the head coach and as the Trailblazers guy, right? So for him going into Chicago as the guy, like they went through their scouting. I mean, they went through their coaching research and their hiring process, and they chose Thiago. Probably wasn't the first option because I know they wanted Sweeney, but
yeah, they wanted Sweeney, and it was another coach. It wasn't a dude from Atlanta. He was from one of the Eastern Conference teams that they was looking at as well.
Yeah, so but for them to select which is following Thiago, I think it's good. I like it. I like when a GM and a head coach comes in at the same time. I like I want to say I like that they're improving. I like that they're both young. They can learn from each other. They can grow with each other. And the same thing with the players. Like it's going to be a young team. The coaches are going to have growing pain. The players are going to have growing pain. But like you say, look like he's a player coach. He's played in the league, so he understands what they're going through. I think it's gonna be fun because especially looks like they're getting Caleb Wilson out of UNC. So I like it, man. I think they'll have I think they're gonna have an interesting season. I don't think it's gonna be a great season, but it should be interesting. Congrats to Thiago. I'm excited to see what the Bulls do.
All right, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I kind of had the same sentiment, bro. I ain't really got much to add, but now we can kind of some rumors. It's draft time. The draft is on Tuesday. Actually, it's the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. 22nd, 23rd to 23rd. Some draft rumors, guys. Certain things are starting to come up as we get closer to the draft. The biggest thing that has been buzzing is the fact that Darren Peterson has said that he has only taken one interview with none other than my Washington Wizards. Now, before I let you guys go, as a Washington Wizards fan, I remember when I think it was you, Matt, who sent it in the chat. It was either you, one of y'all, and I was like, "No, bro, I really want Diabasa." Here's the thing: I am perfectly fine with getting either one of them boys. Like whether it be Peterson or Trey, I'm perfectly fine with, Peterson or AJ, like, I believe they're so talented, and I believe, like, when you're in a position like the Wizards where, like, yeah, you're starting to enter that next phase, but you don't have a clear-cut, proven number one guy. You just take best available, and whoever go out there and they show that they are really that dude, that they are the biggest, like, they are the person who deserves to be that number one star. You keep on going until you find that type of guy, because we don't have it. Especially with, I do anticipate Trey is going to come back to Washington. I don't know what I don't know.
It was reports that he's expected to resign.
Yeah. I don't know what that deal is going to look like. Hopefully, it's not for a crazy amount of bread, but
it won't be more. It won't be more than 48 million.
Yeah, it can't be more than that one. So, so like I think that's pretty good. But yeah, like Darren Peterson, I would love to have Darren Peterson on the team. I just feel like though, if you're gonna have Trey, Trey, I would love to have either one of them. But the reason why I more so want AJ,
you want AJ, bro. It's okay.
I want AJ. The reason why I want AJ more than DP is simply because I feel like AJ would fit better into what Washington has going on. We already have Trey. We have Trey, Trae Young and Trey Johnson, and we have Bub Riley, and we have I'm blanking on bro name, not Bilal. I'm blanking on nigga.
Don't even know nigga.
But
the players on his
team.
Not a real fan.
Okay, whatever. Anyways,
you Perping a Wizards fan.
Where we are missing is that 3 spot. We have Keyshawn, but Keyshawn can play anywhere. He's a very fluid player. He can play anywhere from the 2 to the 4. And we already have Alex Sarr. I feel like we need that main ball handler. And not to say DP can't do it, but I just feel like I feel way more comfortable having AJ do it at that 3 spot versus DP having to come in as a 2. Now we got to put Trey Johnson on the bench, and I think Trey Johnson would be better utilized on the offense. I mean, as a 2 and starting the starting lineup.
I don't know. I disagree. I think Trey Johnson off the bench would be fire.
I think it would be fire, but
Trey
I think
Johnson
he's a starter
Texas,
level player.
Yes, he's a starter level player, but Trey Johnson in Texas was a pure bucket.
Yeah, he was my favorite prospect last year.
So for him, like, just imagine him coming off the bench and his only job is to get buckets because you got a Bilal Coulibaly coming off the bench. So you don't got to worry about perimeter defense. You dig what I'm saying? So you just got to worry about getting buckets because you don't got to worry about it because if he starts, you got Trae Young. Trae Young gonna get his shots, right? AJ or Darren gonna get his shots. Keyshawn George no shots on the offensive end. He gonna get his shots, and then you still got Anthony Davis and Sarr. Sarr was a top 2 pick. You feel what I'm saying?
If we don't ship AD about that bitch.
Exactly. If y'all don't ship him out. So to have Trey Johnson come off the bench and he don't got to worry about other niggas' shots, he can just worry about his. I just like that. I like him coming off the bench.
I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? It's one of them things where it's like, oh, my steak's too buttery, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, oh, I got too much money in my account. We got a first overall pick. And and we are literally choosing, like, nothing is like for certain in the league, but we're literally choosing between 2 of some of the best prospects of this decade.
Y'all going to fuck around and take Kingston Fleming.
Fuck no. On life, if we take Kingston Fleming, hey, bro.
With the first pick.
The way I'm gonna come on this fucking pod. Well, I'm gonna come on this fucking pod. Man, I might drive out to DC my goddamn self. Why I might take that drive, bro? Ain't no fucking, bro. Yeah. So I think we're in a pretty good shape, bro. If we get DP, then we get DP. It's cool. If we get AJ, I really want AJ. I just kind of rock with AJ more. I started to fall in love with AJ a little bit more as the season went on, but hey, we get either one of them. I'm perfectly content with that, bro. I fuck with both of them heavy, man.
Yeah, I was a big DP guy like before the season, college basketball season started. And then I understand he had like a little drama and the not playing and the injuries during Kansas. But I think he just showed enough in the games he played that like he really one of the ones. And not saying AJ isn't, but for me personally, I've said it before, like being able to have a superstar at the guard position, I feel like it's so important, right? Like a court, like
it's a wing league though. It's a wing league.
Is it really?
Yes.
Jalen Brunson, Finals MVP. He was the best player on his team.
Okay.
Shea, Finals MVP, best player on his team.
Okay.
Steph been running the league for years.
Nah, you skipped a couple years.
At point guard.
No, you skipped a couple years.
Okay, cool. Jason Tatum after that, right?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
And then Steph.
Okay. All right. And LeBron.
Okay, cool.
And Jokic.
What I mean,
Jokic is a big man, not a wing.
My thing with
Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant.
I say when I say that the NBA is a wing league, look at the Knicks. Like the Knicks did not make it over the top until they got Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. They did not like I understand that, but like you need those versatile wings. The Boston Celtics are built on their versatile wings. The Denver Nuggets were at their best when their wings were versatile.
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, the 2022 the Warriors. Yes, Steph was cooking. Obviously, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson. Even though he wasn't playing that well, but even the prime, Draymond Green, like wings, forwards, like this league is definitely. Don't get me wrong, your best player doesn't have to be a wing, but in order to win a championship, you need wing depth in this.
And
league.
I think the Wizards have that and can get that in. Like they have. I think the other Champagne brother plays for the Wizards, correct?
Yeah, facts.
You got Coulibaly. They trying to develop him. They're trying to develop him and make him more than what he is. But at the end of the day, if he becomes nothing else, he'll become an elite, switchable defender in the league, right? But you have Sarr.
Bilal kind of got saxophones playing for him. Though I ain't gonna lie, he teed up at the end of last season.
I feel like he had saxophones because they expect more. They expect more out of him than what he really is. I think facts. Because you're getting the number 1 pick now, and you have Trae Young and Sarr turning to be a good player in the league. You don't have to expect
he's the best big man in the league.
Cool. You don't have to expect that from Bilal anymore, right? But you have Bilal, you have Keyshawn George, you have Sarr, so you have the defenders around him. You like like my thing is, like I said, like Luka, dominant player in the league. He's a guard. He a big guard, but he's a guard. All I'm saying is, for me personally, and this is no slight to AJ, I just love having a guard who can go score on all three levels and have the ball in his hand at every time. Like even with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they didn't win a championship until they had a guard who could take the pressure off the ball and Drew Holiday.
But that's what I'm saying. It gets redundant because we have Trae Young.
I'm not taking Darren Peterson because of Trae Young.
I'm not either. Like I say, I don't fuck who the fuck we go out. Nigga can flip a coin, and that's how we decide between AJ and Darren. I am good with whoever we draft. I will have their jersey unless they do some bullshit. But in terms of like, I'm nitpicking, of course, and it's literally like so minuscule, and it's not even based off what I see, because even with the film and the way the season went out, I was still a big DP guy, and I'm still very like invested in him, but I just like AJ's fit on the team slightly bit more than I do DP.
And I will also say this, and this has like nothing to do with them being players. I just think the whole AJ and Utah thing has just been cooking for so long, with him playing his last year at a Utah prep school, then him going to a college in BYU, and then for the Utah Jazz to have a top 2 pick, and it's him or Darren Peterson for the top 2 players in the draft. Like, I just think this whole Utah thing and AJ has been cooking, and then him having a relationship with Danny Ainge, and then Danny Ainge is started off in Boston where he's from, and then they go to Utah. Like, I just feel like it's just like, they've been planning this for a little minute now. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not mad at either. Like you said, I think they're the best 2 players in the draft by far. I think Cam Boozer is clearly number 3, but AJ or DP, it's just preference, and I just prefer. It's just something about having an elite scoring guard on your team that
bucket getter.
I ain't mad at you, bro.
And he's a big guard. Bro. He's not a small guard. Like, he's a big guard.
Bro, DP is DP in terms of guard prospects, man, he might be the best guard prospect since like Luka maybe. Like, in terms of like how we viewed them coming into the NBA, bro. Like,
I'd say at least since like Ant,
maybe even
Ant
over. But even when I feel like people view DP more than that, because Ant had a lot of questions around him when he was coming into the draft.
It was more like
it was nasty.
I thought Ant was gonna be that coming out.
It was more like, did he really want to hoop?
But it was nasty.
Like, he had other interests outside of hoops. It's like, he really want to hoop for real.
Facts.
DP's like that though, for sure.
I do want to ask before we get off, because I do want to switch to, even though we are deep in the off season, how do y'all feel about y'all? And we'll go more into depth into the league, as we get closer to the season start. How do y'all feel about y'all NFL teams, man?
Hey, keep fucking pounding this, man. I mean, honestly, bro, like, I think training camp from the start probably like a month or so, or a couple weeks. But like, I feel good, man. We're gonna take the NFC South again. Which, I mean, it's not that
Saints look good. Hey, Saints look good, bro. Saints look good.
Hey, don't give a singular fuck. They don't put no fear in my heart.
Is shuck and fuck a real thing?
They don't.
Like, I was at work in like, it was one of my coworkers. He was like, "Yeah, shuck and fuck looking real good." That's a real thing. They call him shuck and fuck.
I've never heard that.
I don't know about
that. That's crazy.
Never heard a day in my God-given life, bro. Never ever heard that shit.
I don't know about none of that, but they look good though.
I feel good. We got Devin Lloyd. The only thing that worries me is what we're gonna do at those tackle spots, because Ekim Okongwu, he's out. I think a lot of people are like forgetting the fact that he got absolutely like injured in the playoffs. And but we did end up signing Rasheed Walker because he had the shit go down to Green Bay. We got him on a good deal. We did draft Bro out of Georgia. So like, I'm very optimistic for what we can do. I think we're gonna have a better season than last year, and I think we have a more favorable schedule because, like I said last week, Myles Garrett and AJ Brown are gone. And I honestly do think last year, like, our team, we had our inconsistencies and our ups and downs, but bro, if EJ literally tees up. And even though, he didn't have the facilities to tee up, we're this close to beating the Rams in the wild card, bro. Like literally,
That's
we
very
go
true.
down, we drive on them, and we score. But defensively, because we don't have the proper defensive backs in, I think JC was injured at that point, and our linebacker core is horrible. EJ is just playing prevent defense in zone, and they're just able to. Matthew Savage is just dine us up, be able to throw stuff over the middle and throw stuff down low, and they're just getting chunks. But we were very close to taking the Rams down when a lot of people had the Rams obliterating us. So I forget about my Panthers, man.
My team, we gotta. I don't know, man.
What's going on? What's going on with your wide receiver one, bro? What's going on with him, man?
He will not be our wide receiver one much.
We talking about Rice?
Nah, we talking about my dog Brandon Ayuk, and it's bro.
Rice.
I think that's one thing like the man like Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are not good at, and they've been doing it for 10 years now. Is just like player relationships. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like.
I mean, they take care of Christian McCaffrey and Joey Bosa.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
sure there's no major difference between them two and Brandon Ayuk.
And Debo said when he was going through.
I'm sure there's no notable difference between those two subsections of players.
Exactly, and I think they also with Kyle Shanahan, and most people notice. I think he gets too big brained and feels like he doesn't need certain players. He doesn't need certain players for them to be good when. You might be able to get a 12-5 season, but when we get into the playoffs, it's just like we always have a ceiling because sometimes we just don't have the best talent. Like Brandon Ayuk, in his best year, was a second-team All-Pro receiver.
He was one of my favorite.
Debo was an All-Pro player, not a receiver, but just the most versatile player in the league. Like
for the weight game,
And this season, I don't know, man. We make questionable decisions in the draft. Like, we took Deshaun Stripling with, like, the second pick or the third pick in the second round when people projected him to be, like, a third-round guy. And you still had higher-ranked receivers over him. We signed Mike Evans to a big deal, and he came off his worst year by far. I don't think he'll be trash.
Was it not KC, bro? Casey wasn't still on the board when y'all made that selection.
Casey got drafted by the Browns in the first round.
It was another big receiver that fell to the second
round.
Denzel
Boston, Jeremy Bernard,
old dude from Indiana, not Amari Cooper, but
Elijah Surratt.
Yeah, Elijah Surratt.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, bro, I don't understand what we do sometimes, and I think we have like the problem with my team, I'll be feeling like sometimes is we have the best players in certain positions where we'll always be good. Like we have the best linebacker in the NFL.
Shout out Fred.
We have one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL. We have one of the best running backs in the NFL. One of the best fullbacks in the NFL. Like, so we're always going to just be able to get by because we have a great corner in Diamonor Lenore. So we're always going to get by because we have great players in certain positions. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, we just ain't been able to get over that hump. Injuries were always hurt at the wrong time.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like, with y'all, like, y'all have... It's like y'all are good because in the regular season, like Kyle Shanahan is like one of the best coaches that we've ever seen. Like in terms from a scheme, schematic and being a guru type deal. But like at the end of the day, bro, it sometimes is as simple as like, bro, my guy is better than yours. And having guys like Brock Purdy trying to overly rely on like Juwan Jennings. Trying to rely on these dudes who we know aren't like, they're good guys, but they're not. Hey, okay, you're like a focal part in our offense type guys on the offensive side of the ball. And then with your defense starting to fall off a little bit as well, it kind of starts to get a little spooky. And yeah, Kyle Shanahan, I think he gets a bit too like wrapped up in, oh yeah, like bro, I'm Kyle Shanahan, bro. Nobody got no better football mind than me. Yeah, and then you sit up here and you go up against a team in the playoffs where okay, yeah, they coach might not be able to scheme up shit as well as you, but he can scheme some shit up, and his players are better than you. Yeah, you can only get the ball to Christian McCaffrey so many times before it's like, okay. You can only tell Brock Purdy, all right, yeah, throw this drag route or throw this like little crossing route over the middle so many times before it's like, all right, yeah, we kind of know what he can and can't do. We kind of know the limitations of his offense.
Yeah, and I think like as big, like I would say like out of all my favorite teams, I'm the most unbiased with my 49ers.
My
Because
homie's
like
a big 49ers fan too.
I don't understand why I'm the most unbiased with them. But like, if you told me my team would be trash this year, I wouldn't agree with that. But if you said, yeah, they're not winning the Super Bowl, I'm like, that's cool with me. I don't know why I'm that way because I'm not that way with Bama or the Thunder. But the 49ers, I'm not sure. But maybe because it is like Kyle Shanahan, I know he's some bullshit in big games. But yeah, I think we'll be good. I think we're the third best team in our division, just based strictly off of talent. The Seahawks are the defending champs. The Rams went and just got the Thanos rings of players. So
Saxophones are on.
I think we'll get double digit wins. I think we can get a wild card spot. And once we get in the playoffs, anything can happen. But I just hope for a injury free season too. Like none of our best players. Like Fred was hurt last year. The year before that was CMC. Brock Purdy was hurt last
Purdy
year.
was hurt.
Dre Greenlaw came back to the team, but he's always injury prone. I
Nick
don't know
Bosa
who.
was hurt.
Nick Bosa was hurt. Mike Evans is coming off an injury.
Kittle.
Ricky Pearsall was
Pearsall
in and
was.
out the lineup. George Kittle
Shout out
coming off
Florida.
it.
Shout out Florida boy.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I just hope for a healthy season. And I feel like if we have a healthy season, we will make the playoffs. We're too talented of a team not to make the playoffs, but doing anything in the playoffs is what I'm worried about. I'm tired of making the playoffs and not doing nothing with it. What about them cowgirls, man?
Jay, how you feel?
Hey, bro, watch out, bro. Watch out, bro.
How you feel about them boys? How you feel about them boys?
What about them star boys shaking ass in them pom poms and stuff, man?
Hey, bro, watch out, y'all. First of all, y'all Super Bowl drought longer than ours. Secondly, everybody knows
he clocked
your
T.
There.
That don't matter. That don't matter. It don't matter.
Y'all haven't been there in 30 years.
But it's cool.
Been there.
But it's cool. It's cool. First and foremost, everybody knows it's our year. You feel me? But in all in all
bro. I hate ignorant people, bro.
in all honesty for my team, bruh, I like what we're doing so far because one, it's been a very quiet off season. If you know my team, it is never, ever a quiet off season for us. Never. Like we always got some bullshit going on. Yeah, we had like a little bit going on with George Pickens, but he's back at OTAs. He's gonna be at training camp. He signed the franchise tag. It looks like he wants to be in Dallas. If Jerry can make that deal shake,
that's a big if.
Love to see it.
It's a big if.
Yeah, big if. Yeah, I know, big if. But the fact that there's no real noise in the off season, people are just putting their head down, going to work.
Hey,
I really love. Go ahead.
Shout out Dono.
Yeah, shout out the bros, man. Shout out Spring 24. Shout out Dono. Yeah,
shout out Dono.
Shout out Spring 24, man. But for real, like, I really love Brian Schottenheimer. I really love Shotty. I think that he, out of all the coaches that I've seen with my own eyes, which is only two for the Cowboys, basically Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy, he's the one that has the most passion for this team. He's the one that like really, it really looks like he cares for this team. And even though like our record, we was not good, especially on defense. He's an offensive minded coach. Our offense was top 5 in just about every single statistic this past year.
Outperformed expectations by great amount last year.
Y'all scored 35 and gave up 36.
for sure. No, for sure, 1,000%. Right. But I can't really put that on Shotty, especially a first time head coach. Especially, I don't know if y'all remember, but when we hired Brian Schottenheimer, a lot of people clown that hiring. But he looks like to be the guy to lead this team. The players respond really well to him. Dak Prescott responds really well to him. Us getting Christian Parker from the Eagles, and him being our DC. I remember CeeDee Lamb basically saying not too long ago, saying he called the defense annoying, which I love to hear. Especially knowing that our offense is very, very talented, very, very good, and we can go off at any point in time on our offense. To hear that they're giving our offense fits gives me a lot of encouragement. The fact that we was able to steal Caleb Downs, I don't know how he was able to fall to pick 11.
That shit was crazy.
The fact that it was positional value for sure, like because our secondary was very, very weak. The only thing that I'm still a little iffy on is our linebacking core. Yeah, we have Demarion Overshown, but I would have loved to get another piece in that linebacker, because even though I love Demarion, I don't know if he could wear that green dot. I would love for him to prove me wrong. I don't know if he could wear that green dot in the linebacker room. At the very least, not to the point of somebody like Leighton Vander Esch would have, or even Sean Lee would have.
Shout out Leighton Vander Esch, man.
Yeah, shout out LVE.
I got my boy D Winters from San Fran.
You will.
D Winters. Yeah, D Winters is
because of Fred was hurt, he had to wear the green dot, so he got experience doing it.
Yeah, so and we got Shamar James. Like we got who led the team in tackles last year with 91. So I'm optimistic. Even though I said it's our year, that's just a little joke. I don't think that we're going to the Super Bowl this year. However, I fully do expect.
Good.
I expect for us to be pushing for a wild card. I expect to be the second best team in our division. I think the Eagles still gonna have the Eagles are still the most talented team in the division. I'm not really worried about the Commanders for real, even though they've put some pieces together to be better.
Give me the Redskins.
No, ain't nobody worried about them. And the Giants is going to be the most entertaining. Yeah, the Giants is going to be the most entertaining 5-11 team in the sport.
Yeah, I think one player that you didn't mention who I think had a great year last year, who is set up to have an even better year, is Javonte Williams. I think last year, for there to be questions in our run game and for him to kind of just take that spot, especially having Jaden Blue, who's been underwhelming since he's gotten to Dallas, and just re-sign him for which I did, I think he'll have I like Javonte Williams. I think he'll have a great year with y'all, and they'll bring a balanced attack to y'all offense because y'all just don't have to worry about Dak, CD, Jake Ferguson, and George Pickens. Y'all got a run game too. So
and you mentioned like Jaden Blue. Yeah, he was very underwhelming last year, but now he has a full year in the system. He is he will be the running back 2 outside, like unless if we make any more moves or whatever, he will be RB2 because last year RB2 was basically Miles Sanders and he wasn't that great.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck y'all signed him. I can tell you the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know. I can
tell you the Panthers.
I will say, and then for you with the Panthers, I understand y'all got Chuba, but that nigga Rico was hooping.
Yeah, Rico
was good. Rico was good, but what people fail to realize is that by the time he had his little run, okay, great, but he legitimately hit a wall like after it because he got injured. He wasn't really performing as well, and even I don't know if he was fully healthy. Like you can like skepticize, but like we did go away from him more so towards Chuba, but Rico wasn't moving shit like how he was in the middle of the season at the end of the season in the playoffs. He genuinely was not. So.
With that being said, the 49ers will be the Super Bowl champions. Now since the football talk is out the way. Now since the sports talk is out the way.
You play football, right, Matt?
Yeah. So now since the sports talk is out the way, you did what I'm saying? These two niggas right here have terrible music taste.
That's not true.
No, it's not. That's not true.
That's not true. And we talk about music every day, and especially Jay. Jay's too emotional when he listens to music, and it blows me. You know
no, I'm not.
No, I don't say that. I'm not gonna say that.
And Tyson's a fanboy.
100%.
Matt's not emotional enough.
Yeah, Matt isn't. Nigga, Matt said
Matt's not emotional enough.
Matt said I was crazy for listening to Frank Ocean.
Yeah, Matt's not emotional enough.
You don't feel bad for listening to Frank Ocean? Future or Free? Matter of fact, Matt, in honor of you, I'm gonna play that bitch as soon as I get in my whip after this damn podcast episode, bro.
I can't name you one song from Frank. Wait. Is Pink and White a song? Pink plus White or something like that?
Yes.
Only song I know.
I can see.
It's only I think because like TikTok.
That's the only song you know.
Yes.
You've heard Nights, bro.
I know you've heard Nights. You've heard Nights.
I've other than that song, which I heard on TikTok, I've never listened to a Frank Ocean song in my life.
I can believe that, but bro, there have been so many edits I've seen the Nights, bro. I'm telling you.
What y'all are? Y'all niggas are performative.
I'm not.
You're performative.
Y'all listen for the validation of other people.
That's not true.
My music taste was formed in them afternoons and nights where I'm riding in the car listening to Life Jennings, Kim, Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan. I'm listening to them people. Mary J. Blige.
You're not listening to Jasmine Sullivan and Mary J. for you. Stop that.
On Life I am.
I was. For the female gaze. You're listening to it for the female gaze. Stop that lying.
On Life, I'm listening. I was listening to Mary J. for myself, bro.
You niggas don't listen to R. Kelly, but y'all listen to Mary J. Stop it.
Mary J. from LA. Mary J. from LA. Mary J. from LA. So don't trip. Mary J from LA, so I don't trip.
Listen.
But no, I'm listening to Mary J. I listen to Jasmine Sullivan. But like, no, Matt. Look, I'm a firm believer of art is a reflective of the artist. Matt just like listen to music because he just like listen, and that's fine.
Check out,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Lost
Taking something from it.
Lost One by Jasmine Sullivan on life. I'm not listening to that shit for anybody except for me.
Listen,
for sure.
Listen, this is why I'm the least performative musical, I'm the least performative musical genius that y'all have ever met in y'all life.
Nigga,
Matt listens to nothing but Atlanta-based
This nigga listens to nothing but bullshit. B6, Baby Drill. Like,
I don't listen to Baby Drill no more.
Like,
I don't
bro, like,
bro, whoa, what's wrong with Gunna?
Bro, I said Bunna B. I fuck with Gunna. I fuck with Gunna.
Hey,
bro, Matt listens to nothing but
Atlanta in the morning. You know how insane that is?
Get a girl, believe. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing, bro. I fuck with that too. But hey, gang, if it's like this, where it's dark outside, bro, nigga, I'm going straight to my R&B, my deep cuts playlist, bro. I'm playing shit.
We go Fox BD. We go Big Yavo. You know what I'm saying? I was listening.
I don't want to listen to Fox BD.
Musical genius.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to music to where I gotta overly think about what you're saying and all that extra shit. No.
That's the issue.
I want to.
That's literally the issue. Okay,
that's the issue. That's y'all problem. Y'all all, bro. Music is supposed to be a getaway. I'm not trying to feel like I'm taking a math test and trying to retain information.
No, but here's
listening to a song,
bro. Here's
I just
want
to hear the. I want to hear the song. I want to hear the beat for surface level and enjoy it surface level. If I gotta replay a song or I gotta listen to it 6-7 times to appreciate the song, I never appreciated it in the first place. I'm just forcing it at that point.
That's cap.
That's what y'all do.
Not true.
No, that is cap. That's cap.
Nigga, you're cap. That's what I'm saying.
No. If y'all gotta listen to a song, if y'all gotta listen to a song 4 or 5 times for y'all to really understand it, for y'all to be like, damn, this really fire. It wasn't a good song.
No, your music just doesn't have enough depth. Here's the thing that I like about music.
It wasn't a good song.
I like music that has depth and substance and stuff that I can relate to. That is when I also like shit that sounds good. Like, I don't care. Matt, I fuck with Big Ye, bro. I like Full House, you know what I'm saying? I think it's like he raps over like a church beat as well. Like the earlier shit that he put out. I fuck with Big Ye, bro. There's even like some Watching Now by Baby Drill that I like. I fuck with some shit like that as well. But like, bro, if I'm trying to go to some shit, bro, that I know I'm going to feel, and I'm not like, oh yeah, I just listen to something that's gonna sound good, bro. That's what I fuck with, bruh. Frank Ocean, Drake, Jasmine Sullivan, Chase Shakur. Niggas don't even know about that one. I mean, come on, K1. Like, bruh, like, what the fuck are we talking about, nigga? Destin Laurel. Destin Laurel from Atlanta, nigga. And he just dropped one of the best albums of the year last year, bruh. Janae Aiko, bruh. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Y'all ain't even heard the best rapper yet. My nigga Monk, bro. He from Atlanta. He be dropping some hard shit.
I have not heard of him. You're correct. Yeah.
You gotta go tap in, bro.
Look, my thing with music, yeah, like how Tyson said, bro. Like, music is supposed to make me feel, bro. Like, it's supposed to make me feel. Like, don't get me wrong. Like how y'all said, there is definitely music that you can just put on and just vibe to. There's music that you could just go to the club and just get jiggy to. But like for me, especially when I'm by myself, and I'm an only child, so I spent my entire life by myself. So like there's music. If I'm putting on music for the most part,
that makes a lot of sense.
I want to be able to feel the music. You feel me? I want to be able to feel it. I want to be able to relate to it in a sense. Like I want to be able to, if that artist is telling a story, I want to be able to visualize that story. You know what I'm saying? Like that's music to me.
Safety by J. Cole.
J. Cole. Oh
my God. AJ, I'll listen to that bitch. On Wednesday on my run, and that shit hit, bro. That shit, it always hits when I play
that whole album.
Safety by J. Cole, one of the best storytelling performances I've ever listened. Like,
Jermaine, what's the word? Like, come on.
The way I see music and even movies, because like I could tell just based off of like how y'all listen to music, we don't have the same interest in movies either. I like action.
You like action shit? Yeah, exactly.
I like action and comedy. I like action and comedy.
You see how I picked that motherfucker?
I like
shit. He can just stuff his popcorn. He can eat the popcorn.
I like fast pace. I like
explosion.
Hold on, Matt. How you feel about the Transformers movies? The Transformers movies.
I've probably only seen one.
You've only seen one? Those are your type of films. Those are your type of films.
Matt, ain't no way, Matt.
Those is your type of film.
Matt, there's no way. Matt, there's no way.
Those is your type of film.
There's no way. Bro, I'll catch a body for Optimus Prime right now on life.
For sure. I'll run through a wall for Optimus Prime.
I'll run through a wall for that. I like shit with like
on your life.
I like shit like with John Wick in it.
Okay. Fast Furious. Do you like Fast Furious movies?
Nah, bro. After maybe 3, it got played out. Like, why is there 10 of them?
Valid. That's valid, actually.
The nigga with the bald head, bro. Like I can't remember
Equalizer.
His name, I fuck with Equalizer. Denzel Tough. I also like funny movies. I like shit. Like if I'm listening to something or watching something, I feel like I'm trying to just shut my mind off. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I take music, and that's how I take like entertainment. I'm trying to shut my mind off where I'm not thinking about anything, and I'm just appreciating what it is. I'm just at the surface level. Like when I'm in my car by myself, depending on what time of the day it is, my basses aren't loud enough. I'm about to go get some subs in my car because I need that bitch thumping. I need you to hear me 5 blocks down the road because I want to be in the car.
Loud music.
I want to be in the car like that. You feel what I'm saying?
I despise it. Like obnoxiously loud music.
Oh, I love obnoxiously loud music. That's why I need the 808s bumping and jumping. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, it makes sense, but I can't do that. I like for my music. Because especially with music, it helps me kind of like interpolate my feelings as well. Like in my situation, stuff that I go through, bro. Like there are some times where you listen to a song and it could be like the most simple line verse ever. But it's just something about the way it was said, the beat, the content, like in the whole, that just makes that bitch hit differently. In shows, I don't know why. Mind you, I love Marvel movies. I love DC movies. I love the Transform. Well, not all DC movies. I love the Transformer movies. I love those, and I love sitcoms. Sitcoms is honestly my favorite form of media in terms of watching TV, and a lot of those are pretty goddamn predictable. But I like stuff with substance. I like stuff that goes in depth. I like the powers, the forces.
Is How to Get Away with Murder got substance, or is it just drawn out? Because I've seen How to Get Away with Murder.
They have a lot of substance. They have a lot of substance. Scandal. I love Scandal for surely.
I think it started off with a lot of substance, but I think at a certain point it got to where it got drawn out and played out.
It did. Sometimes they used to make some shit. They used to over exaggerate some stuff, and it became a little bit unrealistic at certain. Not even so unrealistic, but they were doing too much.
That's my whole thing. I think when people are trying to overly, I feel like when something is made good in the beginning, it's cool. It can be appreciated, but also people don't like change, and people will keep doing people that keep working with was good, right?
I agree with that.
If you have this episode, if you have this show or this kind of music that has like this setting to it and this tone and this substance, you're going to want to keep making it because that's what you're drawn to. But eventually, right, it kind of feel like it's forced, and you can tell when it's forced, right? A show that has, I'm not going to say no substance, but like the basis of it is like cut and dry. You know what it is? I know every episode I'm going into, I'm getting the same thing every time, and I can appreciate that. Same way with music. I'm not a big, like, switch up your sound or some more shit. No, if I like you for the certain way you make music, keep making the music that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like change.
I disagree. I love
an artist experiment.
No, I hate that shit. I hate
an artist experiment,
bro.
I'm kind of in the middle. If you do it well, if you can experiment well, bro, that can really elevate a career.
I don't think that's a thing, though.
I think it's because here's my thing. Like here's a great example. And I know y'all gonna hate me using an example. Kendrick Lamar. You know how easy it would have been. Listen. You know how listen. See, look at him. See.
That's not something you should say on the internet.
Tyson, but I'll be the one that hate. I'll be the one that be hating Drake, but he just flat out said it.
No, you do be hating. But Matt is fucking wild right now.
Kendrick and J. Cole.
See, this Rashad
McCann. We can't take it like this outside, bro.
Look. I'm gonna use him as an example, bro. Tyson, you understand this example. It would have been so easy for Kendrick Lamar to just make Good Kid, Mad City 2, and people would have checked for it. But instead, he went from Good Kid, Mad City to make not even damn. He makes To Pimp a Butterfly, which is a jazz infused rap album.
Fair.
Like that's experimental. And then Damn was his, his hits album, basically, where he's like, yeah, I can make hit after hit after hit. And then he goes and makes Mr. Morale Big Stepper, which is a therapy album, basically.
No, but here's the thing, even with Damn, like when you really listen, because I listen to Damn, even when you listen to Damn is not just like a hit album. It has,
it's not just a hit album.
It probably has the most hits out of his career in terms on one single thing, because you got Loyalty. I hate fucking DNA, but you got DNA. I don't like hearing Humble at this point, but you got Humble. Yeah. You got Love. Like it was Zakari. Does he have a song with Rihanna on that bitch too?
Loyalty is
Loyalty. Okay, boom. So yeah, but when you listen to that bitch in totality, especially knowing that you can listen to it front and back, because you also
back to front,
you also have I gotta pull it up, bro.
That's one album compared to a nigga who got multiple albums of that. There's a nigga who drops an album.
No, you got you got Element, you got Fear.
We're not talking about Drake right now.
You got Feel, you got Fear, you got Lust, bruh.
You got Duckworth, like
you got bruh, like yeah. Like that's my shit. Element, I love Element as well too. I
promise you, Jay. If you didn't live in Cali for as long as you did, you would not listen to Kendrick.
That's not true, because I started listening to Kendrick when I was in Texas.
I grew up in Albany, Georgia, and I listened to fucking Kendrick. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, bro?
That's not true. Yeah, that's not true. That's not
true. The things I can say about you is not meant for internet.
Nigga, you already said the worst shit. Nigga said you don't fuck with J. Cole or Kendrick.
I don't, bro. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Let's not be scared to say how we really feel about certain things. No, J. Cole mid at best. Kendrick is worse than J. Cole.
That's not the he's just look. You can feel like that. You're just wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Look, Tyson.
I'm not wrong.
Tyson and got up in some mode. You see, you just wrong. But he likes Drake. Come on.
There's no way.
Like, Future one of the ones.
Future is one of the ones.
R.I.P. Take Heat, first off. Like
R.I.P. Take Heat, yeah, for sure.
Long live Take Heat, man.
Long live Take Heat, for sure. Long live Take Heat.
Future, Gunna. You know what I'm saying, bro.
You name it, great niggas, but here's the thing.
Fresh off of the Gucci Mane label, like.
But here's the thing.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing, though, and I might be like the in between of y'all, because here's the thing. I like both types of music. I like some music I can listen to if I don't want too much substance. I just want some shit that's gonna like make me feel some type of way.
I like that music too.
With shit like that, bro. But at the same time, I like being able to turn around and listen to some shit where like I'm driving and it's like
I need to be able to be stimulated.
I'm stimulated. Like that's one thing I like, bro. And I do enjoy when artists they experiment. That's what takes them to the next level. Playboi Carti's fan base does not get to the cult that it is now if he doesn't sit up here and change the sound that he was rapping with when I was in 8th grade to Whole Lotta Red. And I hate Playboi Carti's music. I don't like new Playboi Carti shit.
I can't stand Playboi Carti or Playboi Carti fans. If you're a Playboi Carti fan, do not watch this podcast. I can't stand you niggas.
But I
do not want y'all to support me.
It took his career to a new level. Lil Yachty went from the early on stuff to the Detroit shit to the even with the one that he had, his alternative album, whatever. Same thing with him. Even Drake was a rapper and R&B, which is something that we weren't accustomed to earlier in his career. And then he decided, let me do some of the international stuff. That's how you get a One Dance. That's how you get like all these other songs that has come out since then. Then he goes to house music. Like that's what you get. I enjoy when artists experiment. Yeah, like at least just try it. Fuck it. See what's going to happen. Don't try to sit up here and like do a whole thing and overdo it. But yeah, experiment, bro. You never know what that shit gonna sound. Nigga, Future sings.
Yeah.
Future sings.
I was gonna say the best example of that, and because we still in MJ Mania, Michael Jackson is the best example of that. He went from Off the Wall, which is a disco album, to Thriller, which is a pop album, to Bad, which is more of a rock album, and then the Danger, like he experiments.
What is it? What's that album called, bro? The last
Invincible.
Yes, to Invincible, which is damn near like a soul album. Like, what the fuck?
Which is a soul R&B album. Like that's what the best of the best do. They experiment. That's what it is.
y'all say y'all gotta listen to certain artists for certain stimulations. Future done got me turned up before. Future done made me shed a tear before.
But yeah, because Future, but that's the thing. Future has shit.
So why do I need to? Why do I need to share my music?
But no, you just contradict yourself. Because Future has shit that is substance, that has substance and in depth. Between Throwaway, Mile High Memories, and Coding Crazy. Like, bro, what the fuck is we talking about? This nigga released an R&B album.
Go ahead and put that in, get it over with. Oh my goodness,
this nigga released he released the R&B album. Like, he has released shit with substance. You know what I'm saying? With shit that people can that young niggas can relate to.
And that's my point exactly. But when people hear Future and they hear the people I listen to, they don't think of, oh, this nigga got something. You just like to listen to 808
because nigga, you follow Future, Gunna, and Thug up with Fox BD and Baby Drill and Big Yavo.
I've never said Baby Drill. I never said Baby Drill.
So you don't fuck with Baby Drill,
bro?
All right, then.
Hold
okay,
on. Nah, keep talking. Nah, we're not about to do that. Nah. I hate niggas.
This nigga is demonetized, bro.
Look, bro. At the end of the day, bro, for me, especially music, because Matt's over here hating on Kendrick and Cole. I don't hate Drake. I just think that he's just a lame nigga making music, and that's okay. I just think he's a lame nigga making music. He make decent music, but he's just lame nigga. But
makes amazing music.
There's a lot of niggas you probably listen to who's lame. That's the thing. There's probably a lot of niggas you listen to who's lame, and you don't go out your way. And you don't go out your way to say that they're lame. You're lame. Now you're lame because now you're lame, Jay. Because you're going out your way to call another nigga lame.
But because he's lame, he hangs out with Aiden Ross. He over here, Mr. Houston let it be. I've already said this.
Yeah, in the chat. He hangs out with Aiden Ross because he was Aiden Ross's streams before Aiden Ross even streamed. Nigga, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, bro.
Actually was.
Look, like this man Drake. Like there's video footage of this man Drake. Talking about how people from his area, black folks from his area talk, and how he don't like how they talk. 10 years later, you're talking just like them. The man, them, and Crody, and Whoop. You talking just like them, fam.
Yeah, Crody.
You're growing in the wrong way. That's growth in the wrong direction.
No, here's the thing.
He's embracing his culture. It's growth.
I'm be real with you.
He's being a vulture of his culture.
Don't get me wrong, bro.
He black when he feel like it.
Don't get me wrong, bro. Here's the thing, bro. I separate the art from the artist, gang. If I didn't separate the art from the artist, there are a lot of artists I wouldn't be able to listen to.
I would not listen to R. Kelly. I would not listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah, like there are a bunch of artists I wouldn't listen to.
Still bumping this house.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing, bro. So it's like I don't know. I separate the art from the artist. So even though Drake is,
y'all listen to Michael Jackson
as a person.
Michael Jackson was found not guilty. He was found not guilty. He was found not guilty. He's innocent. He was found not guilty.
He's innocent. Mike is innocent. Mike is innocent. They saw a black man who still owned his masters and was one of the most powerful men in the world just based off his sheer talent and killed his ass.
Listen,
that's what the fuck happened with Mike.
As a nigga who don't listen to Michael Jackson, I really don't give a fuck about none of that.
He doesn't listen to Michael Jackson. He's a musical genius and doesn't listen to the GOAT. That's all y'all need to hear, chat. Yes, the GOAT.
Michael Jackson is the most talented Negro. Michael Jackson is the most talented human to walk this earth.
The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time.
I could argue Chris Brown was just as talented as him.
No.
Just saying. And listen, they both walk off. Chat. Listen, they both walk off because they know I'm right. And listen again. They're afraid to say the things that be on everybody's mind.
Chris Brown, fam. Chris Brown. Yes. Maurice. Come on, fam.
Yes, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Hey, yo.
Chris Brown.
Another great episode.
Stay on that side.
Listen, we're going to end it all right there because I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're not. Listen, Chris Brown himself would disagree with you. Chris Brown himself would disagree with you.
First off, I said we could argue it. I didn't even say it was true. I said we could argue.
Chris Brown more talented than MJ?
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm not putting energy into some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
I'm confused. Hey, y'all, listen.
Chris Brown more talented than MJ?
Listen, like I said, Like I said,
when Chris Brown makes something as great as not even Thriller. I'm going to throw Thriller out because he's not making nothing as great as Thriller. When Chris Brown makes something as good as Off the Wall, call me.
Nigga, throw that out too.
Bro,
he's not doing that either.
Niggas, a Michael Jackson movie come out and niggas just like, bro, this love for Mike Jack was not here a year ago.
It's always been
here a year ago.
Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts, guys? I can't do this no more. I can't. Any final thoughts?
I told y'all episode 1. Y'all gonna either love Matt or hate Matt.
This sucks, bro. This nigga sucks.
It's been a great show, man. We got a lot of things in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna only improve. You feel what I'm saying? We still missing a co-host. He old, but he gonna come. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he gonna be more on my side than these two. Right now, I'm fighting a 2-1 battle. I'm getting jumped right now.
Nigga,
you doing that to yourself.
I be holding my own though, so we good. I be holding my own though, so we good.
You doing that to yourself by saying Chris Brown more talented than MJ. Yes, you are.
Bro, listen. First off, I said we could argue. Secondly,
there is no argument.
Y'all know I mean what I say. This ain't just for the internet. We got a group chat.
No, it's true.
I back up. I'm just letting them know. This is not for the internet. This is not cap. I feel a certain way about certain things, and I just say them.
The only argument that I could say for MJ is Prince. That's the only person I'm willing to argue.
How? And then songwriting wise, right? I could argue R. Kelly. Do you not know how many hits?
Jay, what's your final thoughts?
Do y'all know how many hits R. Kelly done wrote for so many? Man, come on,
Jay. What's your final thoughts, bro? What's your final thoughts?
Hey, man, it's a great second episode. Like Matt said, we got a whole bunch of stuff that we got through. A lot more coming to the store, man. Yeah, we stocks is rising. You feel me? Hopefully we get our co-host on the next episode. So yeah, like how Matt said, Matt can feel like he's not being ganged up on for his terrible music opinion. Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna stay on this side.
You could stay far over there, buddy. Stay far over there, buddy. But yeah, man. But great second episode for me.
Yeah, phenomenal second episode, bruh. If y'all fuck with it, bruh, y'all, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notices, bruh, like the video, leave a comment. We got everybody links down below in the bio to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, nigga, everything. Just click the bio, see whatever you want, bruh.
Tap in.
It's been staying on that side, man. Episode 2, bruh. See y'all later.
Doses.